Fred Meyer and the Pippins are teaming up to help strike out hunger. For every strikeout Pippins pitchers report at home this year, Fred Meyer and the Pippins will each donate $6 to a local food bank to help provide meals for those in need. Let's rack up K's and knock down hunger in the Yakima Valley.
It's time for Game 2 of a 3-game midweek series between the Yakima Valley Pippins and the Kelowna Falcons here at the Orchard as the Pippins look to make it 2 in a row after snapping out of a season-long 4-game losing streak last night. Hello, everybody, and welcome in to Yakima Valley Pippins Baseball here live on pippinsbaseball.com/live. Both audio and video coverage for you here tonight as the Pippins and the Kelowna Falcons continue their series, the first series of 2 that the two teams will play this year, and the second game of 6 that the two North Division rivals will take on in the 2019 season. And yesterday, it couldn't have started much better in the first of 6 meetings between the two teams this year for the Pippins. They came in reeling, having lost 4 consecutive, and it seemed like nothing was going the Pippins' way after a 19-2 blowout loss to wrap up a weekend series in Bellingham. Things have been a lot better since the homestand started up, the first of 7 straight here at the Orchard. And last night, the Pippins jumped out early, were leading 5-2 after a big 4th inning, and rode that one all the way to the bank, pulling out a 6-4 win. They improved to 5-1 here inside Yakima County Stadium in 2019. And Mark Wanarabich stellar on the mound, went a season-high 7 innings for a Pippins pitcher. He went 7 innings, and the Pippins picked up the win, 6-4. Their 7th win of the season, improving to 7-5 on the year, while Kelowna dropped to 2-8. So tonight, the Pippins, still in the thick of the North Division race, only a half game back of first place Bellingham, will look to make it 2 in a row and look to continue their hot start here at home in 2019 as they battle the Falcons in Game 2 of a 3-game series again last night. Mark Wanarabich, the winning pitcher, 7 innings of work, 7 hits, 3 runs, only 1 of which was earned, a walk and 2 strikeouts, and Nick Brown picked up the save with 2 innings of 1-run ball out of the bullpen. Did not walk a batter, had 1 strikeout, and allowed 1 earned run on 3 hits. Pippins and the Kelowna Falcons getting set for Game 2. The pitchers today in this 2-game series, in the middle game of this 3-game series, Gage Wall, the right-hander, is on the mound for Kelowna. 6'1", 185 out of Ada, Oklahoma, a senior from East Central University in Ada, Oklahoma. 0-1 this season with a 15.18 ERA. Opponents hitting .435 off of him. He's struck out 2 batters and walked 9 over 5 1/3 innings of work. Not great numbers for Wall. He gets the start today against right-hander Joe McGreasy for the Pippins. He has been fantastic, and he makes his 3rd start of the summer tonight. 1-0 with a 1.8 ERA, 10 innings of work, 16 strikeouts, 2 walks. Opponents hitting .147 off of the right-hander out of San Diego, California, a rising sophomore at Cal State Fullerton. His last start came against Victoria on Wednesday. 4 innings of work, 4 hits, 2 earned runs, 2 walks, and 6 strikeouts. And he will make his 3rd start of the summer here today against the Falcons. Other start he made against Wenatchee back on the 7th of June. 5 innings, 1 hit, no earned runs, no walks, 7 strikeouts. Take a quick break here on the Nathan's Famous Broadcast Network, and when we get back, it'll be time for the starting lineups and first pitch here from County Stadium.
Our staff loves baseball, and we know how to match you with the perfect vehicle that fits your baseball lifestyle. We know that you'd rather be getting ready to head to the field or the big game, so we make sure you have the most efficient and stress-free experience as possible. So if you're a baseball fan in the market this month for a newer vehicle, go online or give us a call so that you can set up a time for you to experience our easy and upfront pricing and our hands-on trade-in process that will really ensure you have a great experience and get a great value while shopping with us. Harvest Auto, where we're happy to support you and the activities you love.
Sure, Drunk You is a pretty cool guy, but he's not exactly what you would call reliable. He's not a maker of great decisions, or, for that matter, even adequate decisions. The point is, you shouldn't trust the version of you that created the macaroni taco to create a plan to get you home safe. Make a plan before you party.
can save on gas, money, sleep, parking fees, stress, and most of all, the one thing you can't get back, your time. Those savings really add up. What's that worth to you? Fly faster. Fly YKM. Visit flyykm.com, where you can connect to over 85 cities. Book your flight today.
Back here at Yakima County Stadium, getting set for first pitch between the Yakima Valley Pippins and the Kelowna Falcons in Game 2 of a 3-game series, which concludes tomorrow with a 6:35 first pitch, and the left-hander Mark Finklenberg getting the start for the Pippins. It's right-hander Joe McGreasy getting the start for the Pippins tonight, and here's the lineup he'll face from the Kelowna Falcons, coming in at 2-8 on the season, 1-3 away from Elks Stadium in Kelowna. They lead off with the right fielder Austin Butler. Tyler Grissom bats second and plays second base. Matt Volsky, the third hitter in the lineup, playing designated hitter. Dan Pruitt is the first baseman, batting cleanup. James Shimashita in center field, batting fifth. Brandon Hoope in left field, batting sixth. Cole Cummings, the third baseman, bats seventh. Josh Lewis is the shortstop, batting eighth. And Tanner Barnes behind the plate, catching. Again, for the Falcons, Butler, Grissom, and Volsky. Pruitt, Shimashita, and Hoope. Cummings, Lewis, and Barnes, with the right-hander Gage Wall on the mound for Kelowna. As for the Pippins, 7-5 on the season, 5-1 here at home at Yakima County Stadium, a game back of the first place Bellingham Bells. Tanner Parker leads off. He's the shortstop. Spencer Bramwell is the third baseman, batting second. Greg Fuchs in left field, batting third. Henry Gargas is the first baseman and the cleanup hitter. James Bell behind the plate, making his Pippins debut as the catcher and batting fifth. Owen Cobb, the second baseman, bats sixth. Josh Hahn, the DH, batting seventh. Christian Padilla in right field, batting eighth. And Luke Schwartz, the center fielder for the Pippins, batting ninth. Again for Yakima Valley, Parker, Bramwell, and Fuchs. Gargas, Bell, and Cobb. Hahn, Padilla, and Schwartz, with a right-hander Joe McGreasy on the mound for the Pippins. Everybody back in action in the West Coast League tonight. After yesterday, we had several teams taking an off day. Bellingham is in Corvallis, Wenatchee at Port Angeles, Ridgefield at Cowlitz, Portland at Walla Walla, and Bend continues their series with Victoria. Again, a reminder, the Pippins pregame show presented by Yakima Craft Brewing Company. Founded in 2007, Yakima Craft produces high-quality ales and lagers with an emphasis on full-body taste and a unique character that pairs great with Pippins baseball. Enjoy Yakima Craft at the Orchard all summer long. We'll take another quick break here on the Pippins pregame show, and when we return, we'll have the national anthem and first pitch here from the Orchard.
Puget Sound native Mike Runyon can fit more in a day than most, which is good, because in addition to being a craft beer pioneer and working parent, he grows his own food, rides BMX, and has even been known to try a chainsaw carving or two. Mike's defined by his differences. At Heritage Bank, we think differences can build a better bank, too. That together, we're more than a community bank, but rather a community of banks, which means more ideas for his business and yours.
Prosser Memorial Health's Grandview Clinic is now open and accepting new patients. Services include family medicine, women's health, mental health, and after-hours care. The Grandview Clinic is open 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. 7 days a week to best serve you and your loved ones. Walk-ins are welcome, and se habla español. This is how we care.
Call this home, that's where I belong, that's where I belong. Call this home, that's where I belong, that's where I belong.
Finding the right home is inspiring. That's why at Banner, we live
more road trip ready with our free pre-trip safety check. Stop by or book an appointment today at leschwab.com. Les Schwab Tires. Doing the right thing matters.
Back here at Yakima County Stadium, the Pippins and the Kelowna Falcons getting set for Game 2 of a 3-game series. The Pippins with a win tonight and a Bellingham loss in Corvallis can move back into a tie for first place in the West Coast League's North Division. Not sole possession, but they can get back into a tie. So if you're a Pippins fan, obviously root for the Pippins here tonight, and root for Corvallis to knock off the Bellingham Bells in the start of a 6-game Southern Division road swing for Bellingham. The Pippins were swept by the Bells this weekend up north in Bellingham, and they'll need the Bells to drop a couple if they want to get back into first place in the WCL's North Division. Otherwise, Wenatchee is taking on Port Angeles in a North Divisional series. The Lefties are a game and a half back at 6-6 on the year, so they can get themselves into good position, but won't be able to get right into first place. They'll need a little bit more help in that regard. Portland and Walla Walla, the Sweets, after a day off yesterday, look to improve on their 8-1 start after dropping their first game of the season in Wenatchee on Sunday. Ridgefield and Cowlitz in a little short up I-5 rivalry, although you have to get a little bit off I-5 from Ridgefield to get to Longview, but those two teams will begin a 3-game series in the South Division. The Raptors off to a nice start in their inaugural season, and Victoria, after taking Game 1 from Bend yesterday, continues their series with the Elks in Victoria. Here are the starting lineups being introduced now at Yakima County Stadium. We are moments away from the national anthem, and that means we're getting close to first pitch. So we'll take one final break here on the Pippins pregame show, and when we return, it'll be time for first pitch here at the Yakima County Stadium on the Nathan's Famous Broadcast Network.
At Cascade Natural Gas, we help smart businesses cover their bases. Old, new, and in between. No matter the age of your building, they all benefit from energy-efficient choices. Cascade Natural Gas offers a long list of incentives for energy-efficient upgrades. Upgrades that save your business money every day. Become one of the many Cascade business owners benefiting from the quality, comfort, and savings of energy-efficient upgrades. Join Team Energy Efficiency and take advantage of rebates from Cascade Natural Gas.
What does traveling really cost you? After all the hassles and spendings along the way, how much do you really save? When you fly YKM, you can save on gas, money, sleep, parking fees, stress, and most of all, the one thing you can't get back, your time. Those savings really add up. What's that worth to you? Fly faster. Fly YKM. Visit flyykm.com, where you can connect to over 85 cities. Book your flight today.
Puget Sound native Mike Runyon can fit more in a day than most, which is good because in addition to being a craft beer pioneer and working parent, he grows his own food, rides BMX, and has even been known to try a chainsaw carving or two. Mike's defined by his differences. At Heritage Bank, we think differences can build a better bank too. That together, we're more than a community bank, but rather a community of banks, which means more ideas for his business and yours.
Sure, Drunk You is a pretty cool guy, but he's not exactly what you would call reliable. He's not a maker of great decisions, or for that matter, even adequate decisions. The point is, you shouldn't trust the version of you that created the macaroni taco to create a plan to get you home safe. Make a plan before you party.
That's where I belong. That's where I belong. Call this home. That's where I belong. That's where I belong.
Finding the right home is inspiring. That's why at Banner, we listen, learn, and help you find the home loan that lets you achieve your dreams.
That's where I belong.
Our staff loves baseball, and we know how to match you with the perfect vehicle that fits your baseball lifestyle. We know that you'd rather be getting ready to head to the field or the big game, so we make sure you have the most efficient and stress-free experience as possible. So if you're a baseball fan in the market this month for a newer vehicle, go online or give us a call so that you can set up a time for you to experience our easy and upfront pricing and our hands-on trade-in process that will really ensure you have a great experience and get a great value while shopping with us. Harvest Auto, where we're happy to support you and the activities you love.
What does traveling really cost you? After all the hassles and spendings along...
Just heard our Star-Spangled Banner here at Yakima County Stadium. Means it's time for first pitch between the Falcons of Kelowna and the Pippins of Yakima Valley. And Joey McGreasy goes through his warm-up tosses before the right-hander gets set to make his third start of the summer. On a nice night here in Yakima, 80 degrees at first pitch here in the Pacific Northwest. Partly cloudy skies, but mostly sun here in the valley. And another nice night for baseball. Should be nice and cool by the end, down to the low 70s, high 60s by the end of this. And really, we haven't gotten the brutal heat of the mid-summers in the valley just yet. Of course, it's coming. July is not here just yet, but as of right now, the heat has been generally manageable out here in the valley so far this summer, and it looks like a nice night weather-wise all across the West Coast League. Surprisingly, or maybe not, there hasn't been a single postponement, cancellation, or delay. Excuse me, there has been one delay in Walla Walla. They had a lightning delay a couple of weeks ago, but there has not been one postponement or cancellation so far in the West Coast League this season, which is quite impressive considering most teams are already a fifth of the way into the 54-game regular season. Pippins playing game number 13 tonight. The Falcons playing their 11th, 2-8 against 7-5. The Falcons falling back into the West Coast League, but the good thing is it's a two-half season, so you've got a chance in the second half to make it all right if all things go well. And here's the lineup again that the right-hander Joey McGreasy will face for the Kelowna Falcons. Austin Butler to lead it off, Tyler Grissom, and then Matt Volsky here in the first. Dan Pruitt, James Shimashita, Brandon Hoope, Cole Cummings, Josh Lewis, and Tanner Barnes against right-hander Joey McGreasy. Made his last start on Wednesday against Victoria, took a no decision, 4 innings of work, 4 hits, 2 earned runs, 2 walks, and 6 strikeouts for the right-hander out of Cal State Fullerton, a native of San Diego, and he faces Austin Butler, the right-handed hitter, here to start the ball game. Butler hitting .371, no homers, 5 RBIs against right-hander McGreasy, who delivers the first pitch of the night, and a fastball misses high and inside. 6:37, our start time here in Yakima. Local time, glad everybody could join me. Zach and Austin on the controls again tonight. The 1-0 pitch is popped up, back foul out of play, a ball and a strike on Butler. Austin Butler leading off for the second straight night in right field on a Kelowna team that has struggled to hit the ball. He has been the key cog at the top of the lineup. The 1-1, a fastball on the inside edge, strike 2 called, 1-2. Butler 12th in the West Coast League with that .371 batting average. 2 for 4 with a run driven in yesterday. McGreasy's pitch, a ground ball towards third. Bramwell waits on it, takes it in chest high, and throws on to first. And throws out Butler to start the ball game. Spencer Bramwell makes the play at third, joined on the infield by the shortstop Tanner Parker, second baseman Owen Cobb, Henry Gargis at first base, and the new guy, James Bell, back behind the plate doing the catching for right-hander Joe McGreasy. Left to right in the outfield, Greg Fuchs, Luke Schwartz, and Christian Padilla. Here's right-handed batting Tyler Grissom, .310 on the season, no homers and 1 RBI, and he takes a changeup for a strike on the inside corner. And McGreasy hops out in front 0-1. Joe, that real good 3-pitch mix, fastball, curveball, and a changeup. Now the 0-1 pitch. A fastball down low, 1-1. The right-hander works quickly, and Pippins have been playing games pretty quickly the last couple of weeks or so. 1-1. A ground ball to short for Parker. Takes it on 2 hops, steps to his left, fires onto first in time, 2 away. Brings up Matt Volsky, the DH, a right-handed hitter at George Fox University. 0-0 the score in the top of the first. Joe McGreasy off the first base side of the rubber. Right-hander delivers and hits the inside corner with an off-speed pitch, strike 1. Volsky, $161, homer, and 3 RBIs on the year. Right-hander delivers and misses just below the knees, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike on Volsky. Dan Pruitt to follow, the tall right-handed hitter. Volsky steps out. Readjust the bat a few times, now back in. Here's the 1-1 pitch. A pop-up, first base side, foul ground. Gargas watches it fly into the stands and out of play, 1-2. Pippins in the alternate Pippin green uniforms. Green Pippins across the chest, white numbers with a slight dark green trim, and the home white pants. Falcons in their road grays. Navy blue Kelowna across the chest. Navy blue numbers, gray pants with a navy blue trim. There's a check swing on a curveball. McGreasy wants an appeal. They think he went around. Now an appeal down to the base umpire. He did go around in time, strike 3. Bell applies the tag, and it's a 1-2-3 top of the first for Joe McGreasy. On to the bottom of the first here in Yakima. No score on the Nathan's Famous Broadcast Network.
Prosser Memorial Health's Grandview Clinic is now open and accepting new patients. Services include family medicine, women's health, mental health, and after-hours care. The Grandview Clinic is open 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. 7 days a week to best serve you and your loved ones. Walk-ins are welcome, and se habla español. This is how we care.
At Cascade Natural Gas, we help smart businesses cover their bases. Old, new, and in between. No matter the age of your building, they all benefit from energy-efficient choices. Cascade Natural Gas offers a long list of incentives for energy-efficient upgrades. Upgrades that save your business money every day. Become one of the many Cascade business owners benefiting from the quality, comfort, and savings of energy-efficient upgrades. Join Team Energy Efficiency and take advantage of rebates from Cascade Natural Gas.
Tailgaters Bar and Grill in Selah offers an upscale dining experience in a relaxed atmosphere in downtown Selah. With savory entrees and specialty drinks, Tailgaters provides something for customers of all ages. Cheer on your favorite team in the restaurant while experiencing 1950s charm with a modern twist. Visit Tailgaters Bar and Grill today, located at 110 East 3rd Avenue at Viking Village in Selah. Tailgaters Bar and Grill.
We go to the bottom of the first here in Yakima. No score between the Pippins and the Kelowna Falcons, and the right-hander Gage Wall to the mound to make his second start of the summer for Kelowna. Last appeared on Friday against Victoria. 5 earned runs in relief, 2 1/3 innings, 3 walks and 2 strikeouts. The Oklahoman 0-1 with a 15.18 ERA on the year, 5 1/3 innings of work, 2 strikeouts, 9 walks. Opponents hitting .435 off of the right-hander, and he faces Tanner Parker, as hot as they come, to hit. Start off this inning for the Pippins. First pitch from Wall. A changeup on the outside corner, strike 1 call. Parker hitting .385, a homer, 7 RBIs, 9th in the West Coast League with that .385 batting average. 7 straight games with a hit, 6 straight with 2 or more. Sharp line drive down the first base line and just past the Kelowna bullpen, 0-2. Parker yesterday, his first home run of the season over the right center field fence. Also added a first inning single the opposite way, 2 for 5, 3 RBIs. Only 1 strikeout over this 7-game hitting streak, and that came in the first of the 7 games in which he's collected a hit. Now down 2 strikes, though, to Gage Wall. The righty readies and delivers the 0-2. And Parker takes a off-speed pitch outside, 1-2. Spencer Bramwell, Greg Fuchs to follow in the bottom of the first inning for the Pippins, and then further down the line, newcomer James Bell will make his first Pippins at-bat. 1-2 pitch. That's outside, 2-2. Went with another off-speed and missed again. Gage Wall, the command problems evident. 9 walks in 5 1/3 innings this year for Kelowna, and hasn't pitched a lot in college, presumably because he's struggled to hit the zone when he has. 2-2, line drive into center field, although it's stopped right before it gets there by the second baseman Grissom, who catches it and throws out Parker for the first out. Grissom is at second. Tyler Grissom, joined by Josh Lewis, the shortstop. Dan Pruitt, the first baseman. Cole Cummings at third. Tanner Barnes back behind the plate. And then left to right in the outfield, Brandon Hoope, James Shimashita, and Austin Butler. Here's Spencer Bramwell, the right-handed hitting third baseman for the Pippins. Nobody on, 1 out, bottom of the first. Bramwell stands tall from the right-hand side. Here's the pitch. And this one is lifted in the air, shallow left. And it actually is on the infield for the third baseman. He makes the play on the infield grass. Cummings, 2 outs. It'll bring up Greg Fuchs.
Now batting for the Pippins, the left fielder, number 17, Greg Fuchs.
Fuchs, left-handed hitter. Nobody on, 2 out. Pippins trail, nothing, no score. So they're not trailing. The pitch to Fuchs. A change-up in the dirt, down and away, 1-0. Greg was 1 for 4 yesterday in his Yakima debut. He readies. And the 1-0 pitch on the way. Change up on the outside edge, called strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike on Fuchs. Left-handed hitter, native of Mercer Island. Infield, outfield straight away. Normal depth for Fuchs, who takes outside ball 2 with a change-up. Wall comes from a below 3/4 arm slot. It's not totally sidearm, but he does drop that arm a little bit more than normal. Now he kicks the 2-1. That pitch is down and in with a breaking ball. 3 balls, 1 strike. 2 outs, the base is empty for Fuchs. Single through the right side. His only hit yesterday, first in a Pippin uniform. 3-1 pitch. Outside and low, ball 4, and the first walk for Greg Fuchs as a Pippin. And a base runner with 2 outs for Henry Gargis, who is starting to come around with the bat. He has hit in 6 straight. One on, 2 outs. Gargis hits left-handed against Gage Wall, the right-hander. Wall delivers the first pitch, and that's outside, way outside with the fastball. 1-0 from the right-hander. Looks like it might be a busy day for Tanner Barnes. The 2 are college teammates, Wall and Barnes at East Central University in Oklahoma. 1-0 on Gargis. First to toss over to first, and Fuchs back in safely. The 1-0 pitch from the right-hander. High and away for ball 2. Gargis hitting .212, no homers, 2 RBIs. 6-game hitting streak, but no multiple hit games in that span. He's 6 for 20, which is a lot better than the .212 batting average that he's holding right now. 2-0. Outside ball 3, and the most important thing was yesterday, no strikeouts for Henry Gargis. He had struck out 2 or more times in the 4 games prior. Now leads the count 3-0. Fuchs at first after a walk. Hard to see a way Gargis swings the bat here with 2 down. Wall delivers the pitch and misses up high. Back-to-back walks as Gargis is issued the free pass, and James Bell will come to the plate for the first time for him as a member of the Pippins. Bell out of the University of Oregon.
Now batting for the Pippins, the catcher number 6, James Bell.
Where he had just 13 at-bats as a freshman this year. So this summer will be a good opportunity for the stocky right-handed batter to get some much-needed reps in. Bell 6'1", 205, a native of Fresno, California. 2 runners on, neither being held. Wall looks to second. And the first pitch here to James Bell is a slider taken on the inside corner for strike 1. Bell picked up 1 hit as a freshman for the Ducks. Was mostly stuck behind some upperclassmen at the catcher position for Oregon. Here's the 0-1. A slider. That one's on the outer third, strike 2. So back-to-back sliders from Gage Wall. And with an 0-2 count, 2 on, no score, could see him go with a third right here. Wall readies. Looking for his first strikeout. And here's the pitch. That's high and in, and it hit Bell. Came up and in with a fastball, and it grazed his shoulder, the upper part of his arm. So 2 walks and a hit by pitch, and the bases are loaded for Owen Cobb.
Now batting for the Pippins, the second baseman number 2, Owen Cobb.
Cobb yesterday a nice day, 3 for 5. Had a 2-run double in the 4th inning that tied the game and set the tone for that 5-run frame in total. No score here in the bottom of the 1st. Bases loaded, though, with 2 outs. And Cobb takes a pitch at the knees, a changeup for strike 1. Owen hitting .357, a homer and 9 RBIs. Where's the Green Sox tucked up high above the White Pants? The 0-1 pitch. Foul ball off to the left, softly hit, and the count 0-2 on Cobb. Josh Hahn to follow, should this inning continue. Fuchs at third, Gargas at second, Bell at first. 0-2 count on Owen Cobb, 2 down. Pippins stranded the bases loaded in the 1st inning yesterday. Risk doing so here. No score. Pitch from Wall. Outside with a slider and nearly got past the catcher Barnes. A nice job, though, keeping that in front of him. Kyle Katz is the home plate umpire, and Brendan Lynch on the bases. No hits for the Pippins tonight, but the bases are loaded, 2 down. Here's the set from Wall and the 1-2. And a swing and a miss and a breaking ball in the dirt. Barnes steps on the plate for the 4th out, and the inning comes to a close. Pippins strand the bases loaded on 2 walks and a hit by pitch after 1. No score here in Yakima on the Nathan's Famous Broadcast Network.
Our staff loves baseball, and we know how to match you with the perfect vehicle that fits your baseball lifestyle. We know that you'd rather be getting ready to head to the field or the big game, so we make sure you have the most efficient and stress-free experience as possible. So if you're a baseball fan in the market this month for a newer vehicle, go online or give us a call so that you can set up a time for you to experience our easy and upfront pricing and our hands-on trade-in process that will really ensure you have a great experience and get a great value while shopping with us. Harvest Auto, where we're happy to support you and the activities you love.
Sure, Drunk You is a pretty cool guy, but he's not exactly what you would call reliable. He's not a maker of great decisions, or for that matter, even adequate decisions. The point is, you shouldn't trust the version of you that created the macaroni taco to create a plan to get you home safe. Make a plan before you party.
Free
fitness training and tons of cardio and strength equipment, plus a totally friendly staff for just $10 a month with absolutely no judgment. We want you to be you for just $10 a month. Come in for a free tour or join online at planetfitness.com. Planet Fitness. Annual membership fee applies. Participating locations only. See club for details.
Dan Pruitt leads off the top of the second for Kelowna. No score here as we go to the top of the second inning. And the Pippins, for the second straight night, strand the bases loaded in the first. Now Joe McGreasy will face the cleanup hitter Dan Pruitt to start off the second. And he misses inside with a fastball, ball one. Pruitt, Shimashita, and Hoope. 4-5-6 here in the second for the Falcons. And McGreasy with a 1-0. And that's high and in with a changeup. 2 balls, no strikes. Pruitt 0 for 4 yesterday, off to a slow start to the year. 143, 2 homers, 4 RBIs. Here's the 2-0. And there's a fastball up high, ball 3. McGreasy, who's walked just 2 batters in 11 innings this year, starts off Pruitt with a 3-0 count. Nobody on, nobody out. Start the second, no score, 3-0. And that's down and in, ball 4, and Pruitt with a leadoff 4-pitch walk here to start the second.
Now batting for the Falcons, the center fielder, number 8, James Shimashita.
We'll bring up James Shimashita, who was not in the lineup yesterday, a two-way player. Left-handed hitter in center field today for Kelowna. 5'9", 180 pounds, native of San Diego, just as Joe McGreasy is. Third baseman Bramwell in on the grass, shielding bunt. Shimashita takes a fastball away for ball 1. No signs of Shimashita squaring here. 1 on, nobody out. No score in the second inning. McGreasy turns and throws to first, but Pruitt back in safely just underneath the tag from Gargas. Shimashita, a two-way player, mostly a hitter, though. The pitch. He takes it just away with a ball, 2-0. Brandon Hoope to follow. The pitch. A fastball at the knees for a strike. 2-1 on James Shimashita out of San Jose State. Teammates with Jonathan Clark, who started for Kelowna yesterday. 2-1. Change up on the outside corner. 2-2. Shimashita thought that was a little high. Didn't get the call he was looking for. Pruitt at first after a leadoff walk. No score, top of the second. Kelowna and the Pippins. 2-2. Curveball up high, ball 3, and the count is full. And McGreasy, after an efficient first inning in which he only fell behind on the very first batter of the game, he has since filled the count and issued a 4-pitch walk to start the second, 3-2. Outside, called strike 3 with a fastball in the outside corner. Bell throws back to first, but he double clutched in a little too late. So a big strikeout for McGreasy, the second of the day for the righty. And a crucial first out here in the second. Brandon Hoope bats next. Toss to first, tag applied, Pruitt is safe. 1 on, 1 out, no score in the top of the second here in Yakima. Righty on righty, the pitch. That's inside and nearly grazed Hoope, who was able to spin out of the way of the fastball. And McGreasy missing more than he normally does right now with a command. 11 balls, 11 strikes. Joe with the pitch. There's a fastball down low, throw to first, tag applied. Pruitt just gone underneath The throw from Bell, who was really trying to keep him close there. 2-0 from McGreasy to Hoope. A ground ball could get the Pippins out of this inning. Here's the 2-0. It's a fastball at the knees for a strike, 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. No score, top of the second, Pippins and Kelowna. Pruitt with a decent lead off of first, maybe 2 strides or so. The pitch. Big swing and a miss at a changeup. Now they throw to first, tag applied. Pruitt just got back again. Man, he is really, really close to getting thrown out all these times now. Still nothing doing. 2-2 on the right-handed hitter. Pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, got him with a curveball. Back-to-back strikeouts for McGreasy, his 3rd of the night. And 2 away for Cole Cummings, the third baseman. Cummings hitting 4 for 17. That's a .235 batting average. No homers, no RBIs. He bats here from the left side with 2 outs. Man on first. Pippins and Kelowna scoreless in the top of the second. First pitch from Joe. Changeup on the upper outside corner for strike 1. 0-1 on Cummings, who yesterday picked up 2 of his 4 hits on the season. Entered with 2 hits on the year. Had 2 of them yesterday. McGreasy with the 0-1. Hit back. Just off the side of the press box. That goes a foot down, and that would have landed up here, right near our Spanish guys, Francisco and Leonardo Rios. Thankfully, it missed. McGreasy with a chance to set down the side on strikes after a leadoff walk. He readies with the 0-2. Here's the pitch. Got him swinging with a changeup. Joe McGreasy strikes out all 3 batters after a leadoff walk. And we go to the bottom of the second. No score here on the Nathan's Famous Broadcast Network.
Call this home. That's where I belong. That's where I belong. Call this home. That's where I belong. That's where I belong.
Finding the right home is inspiring. That's why at Banner, we listen, learn, and help you find the home loan that lets you achieve your dreams.
That's where I belong.
Les Schwab is proud to introduce 2 of our best tires ever just in time for summer road trip season. There's our exclusive open range AT that we believe is our quietest, smoothest, and best all-season traction tire ever. Or the Reputation, our exclusive high-mileage premium passenger tire. Get even more road trip ready with our free pre-trip safety check. Stop by or book an appointment today at leschwab.com. Les Schwab Tires. Doing the right thing matters.
Puget Sound native Mike Runyon can fit more in a day than most, which is good because in addition to being a craft beer pioneer and working parent, he grows his own food, rides BMX, and has even been known to try a chainsaw carving or 2. Mike's defined by his differences. At Heritage Bank, we think differences can build a better bank, too. That together, we're more than a community bank, but rather a community of banks, which means more ideas for his business and yours.
No score, 1.5 complete here in Yakima. Josh Hahn to lead off the bottom of the second for the Pippins. And a reminder that the second inning brought to you by Pingree Ford, your trusted Ford dealership in Sealand with an extensive new and pre-owned inventory. Visit Pingree Ford at 102 West Natchez Avenue in Sealand when you're looking for your next vehicle. First pitch to Hahn from Gage Wall, a breaking ball that skips in the dirt down and away, 1-0. Hahn, Padilla, Schwartz, 7-8-9 for the Pippins after stranding the bases loaded in the first. And then Joe McGreasy worked around a leadoff walk to strike out the side in the top of the second. Righty on lefty, Wall to Hahn. Pitch outside, ball 2. 2 walks and a hit by pitch from Wall in the first. Here's the 2-0. Hahn takes on the inside corner for a strike with a fastball, 2-1. Josh 0 for 8 on the year, no homers, no RBIs. Still seeking his first hit in a Pippins uniform. The righty readies with a 2-1 and delivers. Change up, just missed, down and away, ball 3. Tanner Barnes, the catcher, held that there for a long moment, hoping to get the call. 3-1. Base is empty, nobody out. No score, bottom second. Pitch. Hahn gives this one a ride out to right, but should be playable for Butler, who takes a few steps back and makes the catch in deep right field, 2 steps in front of the warning track for the first out. One out, and Christian Padilla makes his first trip to the plate tonight. No score, bottom of the second. Nobody on here for the Pippins. Nobody with a hit tonight on either side. Padilla one trip to the plate last night after coming on as a pinch runner. 148 batting average. No homers, 1 RBI. Righty on righty. Wall at the ready. Now he delivers. And a slider up high, ball 1. Yeah, Padilla came in yesterday, replaced Daniel Cipriano, who exited with a shoulder injury, and unfortunately it ended his season. Cipriano will head back to Southern California tomorrow. High drive to right. Should be playable for Butler. Again, over to his left. The right fielder glides in the gap and makes the catch near the line, out number 2. Sip, a good guy and someone who is starting to find his stride for the Pippins, and now his summer's over after just 11 games. Here's Luke Schwartz, right-handed hitter. Nobody on, 2 out. Bottom of the second against Gage Wall. The righty has gotten a couple of flyouts to start the second. His first pitch to Schwartz, a good slider for a strikeout at the knees, 0-1. And Wall certainly throwing the ball in the zone a lot more than that first inning when he hit a couple of batters, walked a couple, but didn't allow a run. 0-1. A ground ball, foul off to the left, 0-2. Joe McGreasy, 4 strikeouts through 2 scoreless innings of his own. And if you thought these could be low-scoring games coming in, good reason to believe so. 2 of the least potent offenses per the numbers so far in the West Coast League. Although yesterday's 6-4 score wasn't particularly low-scoring. 0-2. Pitch to Schwartz. A slider down and away, ball 1. And now it's 1 ball, 2 strikes on Luke, who is hitting 154 on the year, no homers, and he's driven in a couple. Right-hander Wall with the red undershirt. Dripping out from underneath the road gray uniforms. His 1-2 is taken in the dirt with an off-speed pitch, 2-2. And it's been interesting for Gage Wall. It's a couple of times that slider will look like a real positive offering, and then he'll bounce it in the dirt 2 straight times. Tough to get a good read on the right-hander, a native of Oklahoma. 2-2. There's a fastball down and away, ball 3. The count is full on Schwartz, who is certainly hitting the ball a little bit better. First couple of games for Luke, he was just starting to get the timing back. Nobody on, 2 outs, no score, bottom second. Pitch to Schwartz, 3-2. That one is a fastball behind the right-handed batter. So it's a 2-out walk for Schwartz, and back to the top of the order for the red-hot Tanner Parker. So the 4th base runner of the day for Yakima Valley, but they still don't have a hit. No score in the bottom of the second, 2 outs. Parker, the left-handed hitter, who grounded out to second to start the home half of the first. Here's the first pitch. Tanner waits on it and takes just outside with a fastball. Barnes, the catcher, waited for a few seconds. He wanted Kyle Katz to make a call, didn't get it. The two college teammates at Division II East Central University in Oklahoma, Tanner Barnes and right-hander Gage Wall. Wall with the 1-0, and Parker takes it outside, 2-0. Spencer Bramwell waiting on deck should this inning continue. Decent speed at first for Luke Schwartz. Throw to first. Schwartz back in safely, 2-0. Wall with the 2-0. Line drive, right center field, drops in for a base hit. Schwartz hustles around second. He goes for third. The throw from Shimashita on a couple of hops. Not in time. He's safe at third. It's a single for Tanner Parker. He's now hit in 8 consecutive games. And a big scoring opportunity for the Pippins. Runners on the corners, 2 outs for Spencer Bramwell.
Now batting for the Pippins, the third baseman, number 3, Spencer Bramwell.
Bramwell popped out to third base in his first time. Saw just one pitch, and I'm sure he's been instructed to take a few more here. Runners on the corners, 2 outs. No score, bottom second. Here's the pitch from Gage Wall. Bramwell takes a good slider for a strike right down the middle. 0-1 the count. Fuchs to follow, walked his first time. Schwartz at third after a 2-out walk. Throw to first, Tanner Parker back in safely. It's the 0-1. Breaking ball just inside. 1-1 on Spencer Bramwell, who hitting the ball pretty well right now. 286, but all singles, and the Pippins, a team that has been starving for extra base hits. They were hoping Bramwell would be that guy. So far, it's been a little slow in that department. 1-1, fastball misses behind Bramwell, and Parker gets up to second with a stolen base. Takes advantage of the errant throw. Parker's second steal of the year. Now 2 in scoring position. 2 outs doesn't really change a whole lot. 2-1 to Bramwell. The pitch. Fouled back, 2-2. Righty Gage Wall comes ready. The pitch count already starting to run its way up a little bit. Here's number 41. Popped up, shallow right, Butler. In, the right fielder, still coming to his left, reaches out, makes the grab. And the Pippins strand 2 in scoring position on a hit and a walk. And they don't score. At the end of 2, still no score here in the Nathan's Famous Broadcast Network.
At Cascade Natural Gas, we help smart businesses cover their bases. Old, new, and in between. No matter the age of your building, they all benefit from energy-efficient choices. Cascade Natural Gas offers a long list of incentives for energy-efficient upgrades. Upgrades that save your business money every day. Become one of the many Cascade business owners benefiting from the quality, comfort, and savings of energy-efficient upgrades. Join Team Energy Efficiency and take advantage of rebates from Cascade Natural Gas.
What does traveling really cost you? After all the hassles and spendings along the way, how much do you really save? When you fly YKM, you can save on gas, money, sleep, parking fees, stress, and most of all, the one thing you can't get back, your time. Those savings really add up. What's that worth to you? Fly faster. Fly YKM. Visit flyykm.com, where you can connect to over 85 cities. Book your flight today. What does traveling really cost you? After all the hassles and spendings along the way, how much do you really save? When you fly YKM, you can save on gas, money, sleep, parking fees, stress, and most of all, the one thing you can't get back, your time. Those savings really add up. What's that worth to you? Fly faster. Fly YKM. Visit flyykm.com, where you can connect to over 85 cities. Book your flight today.
We go to the third inning. Joe McGreasy back out on the mound to face 8-9-1 for Kelowna. First offering, a changeup on the outside corner, strike one called. Josh Lewis, the left-handed hitter, was not in the lineup yesterday, gets into the game. The 0-1 pitch, outside 1-1. Here's the pitch. Changeup up high, 2-1. Third baseman Spencer Bramwell even with the bag over there at third. Nobody on, nobody out, top of the third. McGreasy 4 strikeouts through 2 scoreless. Here's his 2-1. He just misses outside with a fastball, 3-1. And while the strike throwing has not been as Joe McGreasy-esque as we've seen all the time, he's been able to work out of most jams. 3-1. Swing and a miss. Good rise on that fastball, 3-2. Bring up Tanner Barnes on deck. Full count offering. Got him swinging with a curveball. Heck of a pitch by McGreasy. He's now retired 4 in a row via the curveball and 5 of the last 6. Or via the strikeout, I should say. Here's left-handed hitting Tanner Barnes, 0 for 8 on the year. Joe Reddy's off of the first base side of the rubber. Barnes with an open stance left side. First pitch. Foul tip back into the glove and a hard fastball, 0-1. Joe working quickly. Comes set right away and delivers the 0-1 pitch. And he misses outside with a fastball, 1-1. So Joe entered the day first in the West Coast League in strikeouts with 16. He's now got 5 to push his season total to 21. 1-1 pitch. Change up at the letters, strike 2, 1-2. And it looks like he could end up with a lot more than 5 the way he's throwing. McGreasy with a 1-2. Fastball misses up high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody on, 1 out. No score, top of the third. Kelowna at 2-8 on the year, worst record in the WCL. The 2-2. Just got a piece of an inside breaking pitch and hit it back to the screen. Stays 2-2, but still early and 10 games in. It's hard to make any reasonable conclusions. You look at the Pippins, they've had a lot of ups and downs. Another 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3 with a changeup. Way out in front of that was Tanner Barnes. That's 5 consecutive punch-outs for Joe McGreasy. 2 away here in the third. Brings up Austin Butler. Right-handed hitter who grounded out to start this ball game. Pitch. There's a ground ball towards shortstop. Parker charges in, makes the glove side snag, throws on to first. Nice stretch by Gargas, and it's a 1-2-3 third inning for Joe McGreasy with a couple of strikeouts. He's got 5 on the day, or 6 on the day. We go to the home half of the third. No score here on the Nathan's Famous Broadcast Network.
Puget Sound native Mike Runyon can fit more in a day than most, which is good, because in addition to being a craft beer pioneer and working parent, He grows his own food, rides BMX, and has even been known to try a chainsaw carving or two. Mike's defined by his differences. At Heritage Bank, we think differences can build a better bank, too. That together, we're more than a community bank, but rather a community of banks, which means more ideas for his business and yours.
Sure, Drunk You is a pretty cool guy, but he's not exactly what you would call reliable. He's not a maker of great decisions, or, for that matter, even adequate decisions. The point is, you shouldn't trust the version of you that created the macaroni taco to create a plan to get you home safe. Make a plan before you party.
Of banks, which means more ideas for his business and yours.
Les Schwab is proud to introduce two of our best tires ever just in time for summer road trip season. There's our exclusive open range AT that we believe is our quietest, smoothest, and best all-season traction tire ever. Or the Reputation, our exclusive high-mileage premium passenger tire. Get even more road trip ready with our free pre-trip safety check. Stop by or book an appointment today at leschwab.com. Les Schwab Tires. Doing the right thing matters.
3-4-5 for the Pippins in the bottom of the third here in Yakima. Greg Fuchs to lead it off against Gage Wall on the first pitch outside with an off-speed offering, 1-0. Fuchs, Gargas, and Bell, this part of the order, loaded the bases in the first, but didn't get anything from there. The 1-0. Taken on the outside corner for a strike, 1-1 to Fuchs. Here's the 1-1. It's taken just away, 2-1, and Gage Wall got into some more trouble last inning. He's really not been pristine today with a command, but just one hit. It's been tough to pick up when he's thrown strikes. Listed as a two-way player for the Falcons. Swing and a miss, strike two, 2-2. Good change up there from Wall, but he has not hit this year for Kelowna. At a Division II East Central University in his hometown of Ada, Oklahoma. 2-2. Fuchs takes a fastball high and outside, ball 3. Mostly a hitter for East Central this past spring, 96 at-bats to 21 in the third innings. He had a 10.13 ERA for East Central. 3-2. Outside, ball 4, and Fuchs walks for the second time tonight. And a leadoff base runner for the Pippins. No score here in the third, and it'll bring up Henry Gargas.
Now batting for the Pippins, the first baseman, number 19, Henry Gargas.
Gargas, a left-handed hitter. Walked in his first trip against Wall. Same situation. Fuchs on first. He drew a walk on 4 pitches. Wall delivers. And just misses outside. Tried to go with the backdoor slider and could not hit the zone, 1-0. Gage Wall, who last summer played in the Texas Collegiate League. Appeared in 5 games. Struck out 10 batters and had an ERA of 4.09. Previously at Hutchinson Community College before East Central. There's a ground ball hit to second. Grissom flips to short for 1. Lewis's relay is in time, a double play. 4-6-3. Grissom to Lewis to Pruitt. 2 outs on 1 pitch for Gage Wall to escape a bit of a threat there. The Pippins for the second straight night have hit into a double play, 4-6-3, and the base is clear for James Bell, the right-handed batter out of the University of Oregon. Got a pair of dark black Nike batting gloves, clutching the bottom of the tan bat. First pitch from Wall. Change up for a strike, 0-1. Bell was hit by a pitch in his first at-bat. So no official at-bats in a Pippins uniform. The 0-1 to James Bell. There's a ground ball right side towards the hole. Pruitt backhands, long shovel to the pitcher, and Wall gets his right foot on the bag in time and retires the side. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. A third of the way home here in Yakima. No score on the Nathan's famous broadcast network.
Call this home. That's where I belong. That's where I belong. Call this home. That's where I belong. That's where I belong.
Finding the right home is inspiring. That's why at Banner, we listen, learn, and help you find the home loan that lets you achieve your dreams.
That's where I belong.
Our staff loves baseball, and we know how to match you with the perfect vehicle that fits your baseball lifestyle. We know that you'd rather be getting ready to head to the field or the big game, so we make sure you have the most efficient and stress-free experience as possible. So if you're a baseball fan in the market this month for a newer vehicle, go online or give us a call so that you can set up a time for you to experience our easy and upfront pricing and our hands-on trade-in process that will really ensure you have a great experience and get a great value while shopping with us. Harvest Auto, where we're happy to support you and the activities you love.
In Yakima on South 1st Street proudly supports Yakima Valley Pippins baseball. Make sure you stop by and grab a cup or cone of your favorite Baskin-Robbins flavor at the South 1st location. And then, next time you're at Yakima County Stadium, try out their awesome baseball medley. Baskin-Robbins ice cream and Pippins baseball will make your summer memorable.
Joe McGreasy hasn't given up a hit through his first 3 innings. He struck out 6 and faced just 1 over the minimum. Now he gets the 2-3-4 part of the Kelowna order here in the top of the 4th. His offense, though, has done him no favors. We're still scoreless. Tyler Grissom to lead it off. Grounded out to his opposite number, the shortstop in his first pitch. There's a ground ball towards third. Scooped by Bramwell, goes down to his knees, straightens up, and 1 pitch, 1 out as he throws out Grissom to start the 4th. And after that 1 pitch out, the pitch count's in real good shape for Joe McGreasy. 3 1/3 innings, 43 pitches for the right-hander, who has not been a guy the Pippins have wanted to use too deep into games. They want to make sure they have him the whole summer. So his pitch count has generally been on the low side. First pitch to Matt Volsky, a curveball way outside. Bunt was shown, but he pulled back and the count's 1-0. Joe in his last start needed 72 pitches against Victoria to get through 4 innings. Should not take him that many tonight. The 1-0. Volsky watches a fastball hit the inside corner, 1-1. Matt Volsky came in yesterday, pitched after starting the game as a DH. 9th inning, gave up an unearned run. 1-1. Swing and a miss at a downer curveball, 1-2. And McGreasy has not thrown that curveball a lot tonight, but when he has, it has been an effective pitch. I'd love to find out the number of swings and misses he's gotten on that curve, because it feels like a lot. Volsky stands tall, a lanky 6'4", 185, out of Lake Oswego, Oregon. The 1-2. Soft ground ball down the first baseline. McGreasy scoops, overhand flip to first, in time, 2 away. Brings up Dan Pruitt with the bases empty, 2 down. No score, top of the 4th, Pippins and the Falcons. Pruitt walked in his first trip, the only man to reach today for Kelowna. Tall righty, 6'5", 245. Here's the pitch. And a fastball at the knees for strike 1. Pruitt out of Western Oklahoma State College, where the numbers he put up this year were, you look at him and you wonder if you misread. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss at a hard fastball, strike 2. He hit .481. His slugging percentage was 1.016. 22 doubles, 22 homers, 83 RBIs. Led Division II junior college in batting, homers, and RBIs. Here's the 0-2 from McGreasy. Fastball up high, 1-2, and he'll head to Dallas Baptist in the fall, and it'd be unreasonable to expect him to hit quite like that in the Division I ranks, but certainly opened up some eyes, including the eyes of the Detroit Tigers, who picked him in the 38th round. 1-2. Breaking ball, hit back to the backstop, stays 1-2, although it appears he will elect not to sign with the Tigers and instead attend Dallas Baptist and see if a year in the D1 ranks can get his draft stock up from maybe the 38th round to the 8th round. Nobody on, 2 outs. Pippins without a score against Kelowna here in the 4th. 1-2. Hit foul, back out of play, stays 1-2. McGreasy with 6 strikeouts today through 3 2/3 scoreless innings. This start feeling a lot like that first one he made against Wenatchee when he allowed just 1 hit over 5 shutout innings, 7 strikeouts. Joe comes set. Righty with a 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Got him with a changeup, and it's another 1-2-3 inning for Joe McGreasy. 7 punch-outs on the day. We go to the bottom of the 4th. No score on the Nathan's Famous Broadcast Network.
Being pregnant can make normal routines complicated.
What does traveling really cost you? After all the hassles and spendings along the way, how much do you really save? When you fly YKM, you can save on gas, money, sleep, parking fees, stress, and most of all, the one thing you can't get back, your time. Those savings really add up. What's that worth to you? Fly faster. Fly YKM. Visit flyykm.com, where you can connect to over 85 cities. Book your flight today.
Les Schwab is proud to introduce 2 of our best tires ever just in time for summer road trip season. There's our exclusive open range AT that we believe is our quietest, smoothest, and best all-season traction tire ever. Or the Reputation, our exclusive high-mileage premium passenger tire. Get even more road trip ready with our free pre-trip safety check. Stop by or book an appointment today at leschwab.com. Les Schwab Tires. Doing the right thing matters.
Years in the Yakima Valley. Your hometown Ace Hardware stores in Yakima and Natchez provide attentive customer service and the best brands for all your home improvement project needs. Roy's Ace Hardware in downtown Yakima, Hometown Ace Hardware in Tieton Village in Yakima, and Oak Creek Hardware in Natchez also has fishing, hunting, landscaping, and cleaning equipment. Ace Hardware, hardware supplies and competitive prices.
No scores. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Pippins and Kelowna. Owen Cobb to lead it off. Then Josh Hahn and Christian Padilla in a scoreless ball game. Cobb, the right-handed hitter who struck out swinging in his first time, the only time that Gage Wall has recorded a strikeout so far today. First pitch. Inside, ball 1. Wall's walked 3, hit a couple, given up 1 hit but no runs. Pippins have stranded 5 men on base plus a double play. Wall with the 1-0. Swing and a miss. Good slider, 1-1. Wall certainly has good stuff. Just doesn't throw it in the zone enough for it really to seem like it's making hitters challenge it all. Joe McGreasy, on the other hand, throwing a lot of strikes. 7 strikeouts, no hits over 4 innings. Here's the 1-1 to Owen. Pippins needs some runs. Breaking ball swung on and missed, strike 2. Elsewhere in the West Coast League, everybody in action tonight. Corvallis 6, Bellingham nothing in the bottom of the 3rd. With the Bells loss and a Pippins win, Pippins are back in a tie for first. Wenatchee 5, Port Angeles 4, bottom of the 4th. Ridgefield 8, Cowlitz 0, bottom of the 4th. Victoria 6, Bend 1, top of the 3rd. Everybody's got a blowout going tonight except here. 1-2, swing and a miss on an inside fastball, strike 3. Cobb down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight. And 1 away here to start the bottom of the 4th. Josh Hahn coming to the plate. Portland leads Walla Walla 2-0 in the bottom of the 4th from Borleski Stadium. Man, that Bellingham Bells pitching staff getting hit around a little bit in Corvallis. Hahn still looking for his first hit in the Pippins uniform. The pitch. Downstairs, ball 1. Christian Padilla to follow. Been a good pitching matchup so far. Wall hasn't exactly been as dominant as McGreasy, but he's gotten the job done when necessary. Nice crowd here at County Stadium on what should turn into a real nice night here in the Valley. The pitch, taken high and away, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Nobody on, 1 out in the 4th. Hahn, a native of Huntington Beach, California. Back-to-back California Gatorade Player of the Year awards. 2-0. Hit back to the backstop, 2-1. That is a pretty noteworthy award. A couple guys you may have heard of that have won that before. Jack Flaherty of the St. Louis Cardinals. Eric Chavez, longtime major leaguer. A couple of recent #1 overall picks in the MLB draft, Royce Lewis and Mickey Moniak. Josh Hahn won that award twice. None of those guys won it more than once. 2-1. Hit back to the backstop, 2-2. Oh, excuse me, he only won it once, but still, that being said, still a pretty good list to put himself in. A one-time winner, I beg your pardon, of the California Gatorade High School Baseball Player of the Year award. There's a lot of high school baseball players in California, and he was the best one this year. 2-2 from Wall. Fouled back off to the left. And that's some of the coolest things about this league. You're Gage Wall. From a small town in Oklahoma, you play Division II baseball, and here he is facing Stanford, Oregon players, and now the California Gatorade Player of the Year. All in beautiful Yakima, Washington. 2-2. Change up, down and away, ball 3. Did not miss by much, but that was a ball. And the one thing we're going to have to watch throughout this game is just the pitch count with Gage Wall. It is getting up there. 63 pitches, more balls than strikes for the righty. Three-two pitch. Inside, and it nearly hit Hahn. Either way, it gets all the way to the backstop. Way too far inside. And Josh reaches second on a walk. 1 out free pass issued to Hahn. Here's Christian Padilla, someone that desperately needs a hit. He hasn't exactly been hitting poorly, but 1 for his last 18. The balls are just not falling for Padilla. And this is a big spot here against a right-hander that has struggled to throw strikes with any semblance of consistency. 0-0, bottom of the 4th. 1 on, 1 out. Pitch. Slider on the outside corner, strike 1 to Padilla. Third baseman Cummings comes in on the grass, or at least he did on that last pitch, with Pruitt holding on at first. Double play depth for the middle infield. Outfield straight away. Normal depth. And a sign shaken off. Right-hander with the 0-1 pitch. And there's a little pop-up. Left side of the infield, foul ground for Cummings, who puts it away. And tough luck for Padilla, who took a good swing, but that one just hit the part of the bat where if it hits there, it's probably not going to go very far. Christian will have to wait one more at-bat to try and break out of his slow stretch. Here's Luke Schwartz, walked in his last trip. And we're getting some Luke chants here at County Stadium. 1 hit combined through the two teams. Nobody on, no, 1 on, 2 outs in the 4th, and there's a hack and a miss at a low fastball, 0-1. Joe McGreasy's been fantastic. Gage Wall the same. And a good old-fashioned pitcher's duel here at the Orchard. On a night in which the West Coast League is seeing blowout after blowout. The 0-1. Slider down and away, 1 ball, 1 strike. Josh Hanna, 1-out walk. Sandwiched around a strikeout and a pop-out, and Gage Wall giving some much-needed length for Kelowna. Entered today with an ERA of 15. 1-1. Schwartz bunts it foul with two outs off to the right. Interesting decision. Looked like he was trying to drag that, but he did not get it down. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Schwartz, 2 outs, and Hahn at first. Here's the 1-2. Line drive out towards center, but should be playable for Shimashita, who backs up over to his right. Well hit, but right at the center fielder, and that ends the 4th inning. Pippins strand a 1-out walk. We're still scoreless after 4 here on the Nathan's Famous Broadcast Network.
Prosser Memorial Health's Grandview Clinic is now open and accepting new patients. Services include family medicine, women's health, mental health, and after-hours care. The Grandview Clinic is open 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. 7 days a week to best serve you and your loved ones. Walk-ins are welcome, and se habla español. This is how we care.
At Cascade Natural Gas, we help smart businesses cover their bases. Old, new, and in between. No matter the age of your building, they all benefit from energy-efficient choices. Cascade Natural Gas offers a long list of incentives for energy-efficient upgrades. Upgrades that save your business money every day. Become one of the many Cascade business owners benefiting from the quality, comfort, and savings of energy-efficient upgrades. Join Team Energy Efficiency and take advantage of rebates from Cascade Natural Gas.
Tailgaters Bar and Grill in Selah offers an upscale dining experience in a relaxed atmosphere in downtown Selah. With savory entrees and specialty drinks, Tailgaters provides something for customers of all ages. Cheer on your favorite team in the restaurant while experiencing 1950s charm with a modern twist. Visit Tailgaters Bar and Grill today, located at 110 East 3rd Avenue at Viking Village in Selah. Tailgaters Bar and Grill.
Four innings in the books here in Yakima. Joe McGreasy back out for the 5th. He has not allowed a hit through his first 4 innings, and has retired 9 in a row. Here's James Shimashita, and he swings and misses at the first pitch he sees, the left-handed hitting center fielder. 0-1 the count. Shimashita, Hoope, and Cole Cummings here in the 5th against McGreasy. The 0-1. Swing and a miss, got him with a changeup, 0-2. Joe finished off the 4th with his 7th strikeout, and trying to make it 8 to start the 5th against Shimashita, who entering today hitting .214 after that 0-2. In the dirt, went with another breaking ball there. 1-2 on Shimashita. Time called as the Falcons retrieve a ball from the bullpen down the right field line as a left-hander starts to loosen. Nick Nygaard. 1-2 pitch. Line drive right towards third. Bramwell doesn't even have to move a muscle. Was hit right at him. Not very hard, 1 out. Brings up Brandon Hoope, who struck out swinging back in the 2nd. 10 in a row retired by McGreasy. Has not allowed a hit through 4 1/3. Right on right, first pitch. Change up, high and in, ball 1. He's faced 1 over the minimum. He has been spectacular. Joe with the 1-0 pitch. And there's a fastball just below the knees, ball 2. And it's kind of rare to see McGreasy fall behind a hitter. Nobody on, 1 out in the top of the 5th, no score. McGreasy winds and delivers the 2-0. There's a soft pop-up, back foul out of play, and off over the press box and into the concourse, 2-1.
I was scared. I was scared for a minute because she said, here it comes. I'm like, where?
McGreasy trying to even the count back up. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Fastball at the knees, called strike 2. That's got to be the most impressive quality about Joe, is he never backs down. 2-2. Fastball just below the knees, ball 3. Joe was telling me yesterday that his nickname is Psycho Joe. And I asked him, I said, where does that come from? Here's the 3-2 pitch. Got him swinging on a low fastball. Strike 3 call, or strike 3, not called. 8 strikeouts for Joe McGreasy. 11 in a row set down. He said, you don't want to know. And I said, no, I do. I'm like a journalist. I do want to know. He said, no, you really don't. So I don't know why, but that is his nickname. And I confirmed with Corey Siracusa, his college teammate, that people do call him Psycho Joe. Pitch, fastball at the letters to Cole Cummings, 0-1. And he is, I'm going to make a really bad joke. He is pitching like a psycho right now, out of his mind. 4 2/3 innings, no hits, 8 strikeouts, 0-1. Changeup at the letters, strike 2. Cummings didn't even want to take a hack at that pitch. And McGreasy, his 65th offering of the night. Here's the 0-2. Just below the knees, ball 1. Nobody on, 2 outs, top of the 5th. No score. Pippins are going to need some runs to back up this stupendous pitching performance. McGreasy's pitch. Strike 3 called. Change up on the outside corner. 9 punch-outs for McGreasy. 12 in a row set down. We go to the bottom of the 5th. No score on the Nathan's Famous Broadcast Network.
Our staff loves baseball, and we know how to match you with the perfect vehicle that fits your baseball lifestyle. We know that you'd rather be getting ready to head to the field or the big game, so we make sure you have the most efficient and stress-free experience as possible. So if you're a baseball fan in the market this month for a newer vehicle, go online or give us a call so that you can set up a time for you to experience our easy and upfront pricing and our hands-on trade-in process that will really ensure you have a great experience and get a great value while shopping with us. Harvest Auto, where we're happy to support you and the activities you love.
Sure, Drunk You is a pretty cool guy, but he's not exactly what you would call reliable. He's not a maker of great decisions, or, for that matter, even adequate decisions. The point is, you shouldn't trust the version of you that created the macaroni taco to create a plan to get you home safe. Make a plan before you party.
Training and tons of cardio and strength equipment, plus a totally friendly staff for just $10 a month with absolutely no judgment. We want you to be you for just $10 a month. Come in for a free tour or join online at planetfitness.com. Planet Fitness. Annual membership fee applies. Participating locations only. See club for details.
Pippins need some runs. No score. Bottom of the 5th inning. Tanner Parker to lead it off for the Pippins, trying to make it 7 consecutive multi-hit games. And Gage Wall back out on the mound for Kelowna. The right-hander has thrown 4 scoreless innings of his own. He has not been as impressive as Joe McGreasy, 5 no-hit innings, but he's been effective, and he's made the Pippins strand a lot of base runners. Tanner Parker singled in the 2nd, grounded out in the 1st. Bats here in a scoreless game, just 1 combined hit between the 2 teams. Here's the pitch from Wall, taken down and away for ball 1. And nobody thrown in the Pippins bullpen. McGreasy will continue to toss in the 6th. He has been phenomenal. No one's even touched him. 1-0 pitch from Parker. Or to Parker. Line drive, right field, base hit, Tanner Parker. 7 consecutive multiple hit games for the Pippins shortstop. He moved him up to the top of the order, and all that means is more opportunities for Tanner Parker to hit the baseball. His batting average now over 400 with that single, 405 on the summer. He is tearing the absolute cover off the ball right now. And now Spencer Bramwell will try and make this scoring opportunity into some runs. He's 0 for 2 today against Wall. Third baseman Cummings in on the grass. Slight lead off of first for Parker. The pitch to Bramwell. Line drive into center field, a base hit. Just past the glove of the second baseman Grissom. And the first 2 men have reached for the Pippins here in the bottom of the 5th. Now to bring up Greg Fuchs, who is without an at-bat tonight. And now pitching, excuse me, the head coach, excuse me once again, the head coach for the Kelowna Falcons, Ryan Wright, out to the mound to have a chat with the right-hander Gage Wall. Left-hander Nick Nygaard has been warming in the bullpen for a while for Kelowna. Nothing doing yet. Nygaard continuing to throw as the whole infield meets here for Kelowna. And looks like they're going to make the call to the bullpen. Gage Wall will be relieved. With 2 out, with 2 on, nobody out in the 5th. We'll take a break here on the Nathan's Famous Broadcast Network.
Puget Sound native Mike Runyon can fit more in a day than most, which is good, because in addition to being a craft beer pioneer and working parent, he grows his own food, rides BMX, and has even been known to try a chainsaw carving or 2. Mike's defined by his differences. At Heritage Bank, we think differences can build a better bank, too. That together, we're more than a community bank, but rather a community of banks, which means more ideas for his business and yours.
Prosser Memorial Health's Grandview Clinic is now open and accepting new patients. Services include family medicine, women's health, mental health, and after-hours care. The Grandview Clinic is open 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. 7 days a week to best serve you and your loved ones. Walk-ins are welcome, and se habla español. This is how we care.
Puget Sound native Mike Runyon can fit more in a day than most, which is good, because in addition to being a craft beer pioneer and working parent, he grows his own food, rides BMX, and has even been known to try a chainsaw carving or 2. Mike's defined by his differences. At Heritage Bank, we think differences can build a better bank, too. That together, we're more than a community bank, but rather a community of banks, which means more ideas for his business and yours.
New pitcher for the Kelowna Falcons with 2 on, nobody out in a scoreless game in the bottom of the 5th inning. It's the left-hander Nick Nygaard. 5 feet 9 inches tall, 175 pounds. A redshirt freshman at the University of Portland, a native of Vancouver, Washington. 4th appearance of the season for Nygaard. No decisions, an ERA of 5 flat over 9 innings of work. 6 strikeouts, 2 walks for the lefty. Opponents hitting .297 off of the southpaw. And he enters with 2 lefties to bat here for the Pippins, Greg Fuchs and Henry Gargas, after back-to-back singles off of Gage Wall, who exits after 4+ innings, responsible for both runners on base. 3 hits allowed, no earned runs as of yet, 4 walks and 2 strikeouts. And Nygaard, who last pitched on Saturday, allowed 2 runs, 1 of them earned over 3 innings against Victoria. Could be asked to throw quite a bit here. Starting with Fuchs, who has walked twice, both times against the starter Wall. Nygaard readies. The left-hander off of the third base side of the rubber. Neither runner being held, corners in for Kelowna. Lefty looks to second. Fuchs shows bunt. Pruitt, the first baseman, charges in, and a bunt pulled back on a fastball down and away, ball 1. So, with the way runs have been at a premium in this game, so much at a premium there have been none, bunting, not a bad idea here. Especially with good speed on the bases. You can put yourself in a situation where Henry Gargis, all he needs to do is get a ball in play, and a run is in. Corner's in, again, 1-0 the count. Fuchs not squaring yet. Now he turns and squares. Nygaard's pitch. Misses. Nope, it just hit the outside corner. Fuchs pulled back and then stared at the third base dugout as if to say, why didn't I just bunt there? 1-1. Pruitt, the first baseman, well in on the grass. 11-0 Corvallis atop Bellingham in the 4th inning in Corvallis, so Pippins really need a win here. Turning to look to second. And Fuchs squared, but Nygaard stepped off. Hey, that's a taste of their own medicine. Last game they played, the Pippins lost to Bellingham 19-2. Now it's 11-0 in the 4th inning. And it might not be long before the Bells are staring at a 17-run deficit either. 2 corner infielders deep in on the grass. Bunted, foul, 1-2. Well, now the bunt's out of the equation as Fuchs smacks his bat a few times. Greg will have to swing away. Still nobody out, 2 on. So not bunting, there's still plenty of ways to go here. Lefty on lefty. We haven't seen any of Nygaard's breaking pitches. He knows Fuchs is bunting, so he's just been throwing in low fastballs. But this would be a good spot for an outside curveball, outside slider, something of that nature. Left-hander's pitch. He delivers. And hits the outside corner with a fastball called strike 3. Nick Nygaard out of the bullpen gets Greg Fuchs looking. 1 away for Henry Gargis. Well-spotted fastball. Now another left-handed hitter will have to try and get something done here. Gargis is 0 for 1 today, grounded into a double play his last time, and has also walked. Short lefty Nygaard comes ready with 2 on, 1 out. No score, bottom 5. Pitch to Gargis. Good curveball in the outside corner, strike 1 called. Nygaard went to Columbia River High School in Vancouver. 70 strikeouts in 36 innings as a senior, and then took a red shirt year for the Pilots this spring. Both runners lead, neither being held. Short lead for Parker at second. A look back, now the 0-1. High pop-up on the infield, playable for Grissom, the second baseman. He charges in on the infield grass. He makes the catch, 2 away. And now the Pippins need a base hit from the new guy, James Bell, to try and get something here after the first 2 reached in the bottom of the 5th. Bell has grounded out and been hit by a pitch, his first time, though, facing Nick Nygaard, whose father was a skier for the U.S. Olympic development team. Wind blowing out to right. A right-handed batter at the plate, James Bell, first pitch. Is taken down and away with a changeup for ball 1. Bell, big and stout, was an okay display of batting practice today, but see a guy who could hit big home runs in his future. Fresno, California native to the University of Oregon. Turning a look to second. Nygaard with a 1-0 pitch. Outside with a fastball, 2 balls, no strikes. 0-0 our score. We told you that Corvallis breaking the doors off of Bellingham. Wenatchee 5, Port Angeles 0, top of the 6th at Civic Field. Ridgefield 13, Cowlitz 0, bottom of the 5th in Longview. And a slugfest in Victoria, 9-6 Victoria over the Bend Elks. Walla Walla 3, Portland 2 from Borleski Stadium. Ridgefield Raptors have been playing great baseball. 2-0. Fouled back 2-1, and the only team to beat them in a series this year, the Yakima Valley Pippins. Now, admittedly, just taking a glance up and down the lineup, it's a very different lineup than the one that faced the Pippins on opening week. Pippins should be happy that they took those games when they did, and Cowlitz continuing to struggle this season. 2-1 pitch. Bell takes a fastball for a strike knee high, 2-2. Pippins got back-to-back singles to lead off this inning, in danger of stranding both. Lefty Nick Nygaard giving a gutsy performance out of the bullpen for sure. Really, really impressive. Here's the set, the 2-2. Nygaard stares back Parker, now delivers. Change up, high and away, counts full. And this is a big spot here. Full count, 2 outs. No score, bottom 5. Joe McGreasy's been stellar for the Pippins. They need to get him some run support. Catcher Barnes signaling with his right hand towards the infielders. Runners will take off here on 3-2. Nygaard with the 3-2 pitch. And he turns and looks back to second, where Parker dances back into the bag. Bell steps out, takes a couple of practice swings. No score here in the 5th. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and the Pippins strand 2. Nick Nygaard out of the bullpen, a gutsy performance. He comes in, 2 on, no out. And the Pippins don't get anything. They strand a pair. We go to the 6th. No score here from Yakima on the Nathan's Famous Broadcast Network.
Call this home. That's where I belong. That's where I belong. Call this home. That's where I belong. That's where I belong.
Finding the right home is inspiring. That's why at Banner, we listen, learn, and help you find the home loan that lets you achieve your dreams.
That's where I belong.
Les Schwab is proud to introduce 2 of our best tires ever just in time for summer road trip season. There's our exclusive open range AT that we believe is our quietest, smoothest, and best all-season traction tire ever. Or the Reputation, our exclusive high-mileage premium passenger tire. Get even more road trip ready with our free pre-trip safety check. Stop by or book an appointment today at leschwab.com. Les Schwab Tires. Doing the right thing matters.
After all the hassles and spendings along the way, how much do you really save? When you fly YKM, you can save on gas, money, sleep, parking fees, stress, and most of all, the one thing you can't get back, your time. Those savings really add up. What's that worth to you? Fly faster. Fly YKM. Visit flyykm.com, where you can connect to over 85 cities. Book your flight today.
Five complete here in Yakima, no score. The Pippins have stranded runners in 4 of the first 5 innings. 8 stranded through the first 5. Joe McGreasy has stranded 1. He's faced 1 over the minimum, 9 strikeouts, 5 no-hit innings. And he faces 8-9-1 here in the 6th. First pitch to left-handed batting Josh Lewis is swung on and missed, 0-1. How about that for Joe McGreasy? He has just been phenomenal tonight. Pitch count in good shape. Here's his 69th offering of the night. 0-1, change up at the knees. Strike 2 called. Joe's never topped more than 74 pitches in an outing, and there is a right-hander starting to toss for the Pippins in the bullpen. A scoreless game, top of the 6th. 0-2. Swing and a miss on a curveball, strike 3. 10 strikeouts for Joe Magrici. One away here in the 6th. And that's the season high in strikeouts by a Pippins starter. And it's Ryan Jamison, one of the new right-handers for the Pippins, that is loosening in the bullpen. Here's left-handed hitting Tanner Barnes. Struck out in his last trip in the 3rd inning. Left-handed hitting catcher out of the 9-hole. First pitch from Joe. Curveball, swing and a miss, strike 1. That was a changeup, excuse me. A slow-moving pitch and no chance for Barnes to get that one. Nobody on, 1 out. Top of the 6th, no score. 0-1 from Magrici. That's fouled off to the left and nearly hits a fan in the stands. It knocked a man's hat off and sent one man flying backwards, but thankfully no one hit. Magrici looking for his 11th strikeout, would be his 4th consecutive. Here's the 0-2 pitch to the left-hand batter. Joe sets, kicks, and delivers. Swing and a miss, strike 3 with another changeup. The 11th strikeout for Joe Magrici, 2 away in the 6th inning. Still no hits for Kelowna. Here's Austin Butler. 0-0 ball game, top of the 6th. Butler has grounded out twice. He has not struck out. I have to figure this is it for Magrici, and if it is, what a performance. First pitch. Butler takes a strike at the knees, 0-1. Joe working very quickly. He is really impressive. Fastball outside. 0-2. Magrici looking for his 5th consecutive strikeout. 11 on the day. The 0-2 pitch to Butler. Here it comes. Fly ball, left center field, playable for Fuchs. He charges on. This is going to be a tough one. Who's got it? Shortstop Parker goes out and makes the catch. Nearly collided with Schwartz in shallow center, and still no hits for the Falcons through 6 innings of play. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Magrici tips the cap, the no-hitter intact. No score here in the Nathan's famous broadcast network.
At Cascade Natural Gas, we help smart businesses cover their bases. Old, new, and in between. No matter the age of your building, they all benefit from energy-efficient choices. Cascade Natural Gas offers a long list of incentives for energy-efficient upgrades. Upgrades that save your business money every day. Become one of the many Cascade business owners benefiting from the quality, comfort, and savings of energy-efficient upgrades. Join Team Energy Efficiency and take advantage of rebates from Cascade Natural Gas.
What does traveling really cost you? After all the hassles and spendings along the way, how much do you really save? When you fly YKM, you can save on gas, money, sleep, parking fees, stress, and most of all, the one thing you can't get back, your time. Those savings really add up. What's that worth to you? Fly faster. Fly YKM. Visit flyykm.com, where you can connect to over 85 cities. Book your flight today.
Community of banks, which means more ideas for his business and yours.
Les Schwab is proud to introduce 2 of our best tires ever just in time for summer road trip season. There's our exclusive open range AT that we believe is our quietest, smoothest, and best all-season traction tire ever. Or the Reputation, our exclusive high-mileage premium passenger tire. Get even more road trip ready with our free pre-trip safety check. Stop by or book an appointment today at leschwab.com. Les Schwab Tires. Doing the right thing matters.
Still scoreless as we go to the home half of the 6th inning here in Yakima. Owen Cobb, Josh Hahn, Christian Padilla, 6, 7, 8 of the Pippins order to try and manufacture some offense. It has been a slow day offensively for the Pips, who have stranded 8 runners in the first 5 innings. Just 3 hits on the day. That's 3 more than the 0 recorded by Kelowna. Cobb struck out in each of his first 2 trips to the plate. Pitch. High pop-up, shallow right. Long run in for Butler towards the line, and he puts it away, nearly falling into a little divot in the grass right near the line, first out. Or at least looks like a little clump of grass that has just gotten foiled up there down the right field line. There's Josh Hahn, who was flied out and walked in 2 trips today, 0 for 1. The pitch. Slider on the outside corner, 0-1. And Joe McGreasy appears he's done for the night with right-hander Ryan Jamison really getting loose down the left field line and the pitch count near 80. But if he gets the 7th, he'll continue this no-hit bid, but the Pippins need some runs. No score, bottom 6. Nobody on, 1 out. Hahn hits it back to the screen, foul, 0-2. But yeah, if the night's done for McGreasy, how about that? 6 innings, no hits, 1 walk, 11 strikeouts. He was fantastic. Kelowna still in this game. His Pippins haven't gotten him any offense. 0-2 pitch. Hahn swings and misses at a high fastball, strike 3. Nick Nygaard, his 3rd strikeout out of the pen. He's been really impressive, too. The whole Kelowna pitching staff has done a nice job today. And here's Christian Padilla, who's 0 for 2. And Pippins, again, a key opportunity to move back up in the standings with Corvallis leading Bellingham 11-0. And the top of the 5th inning. Yeah, the Knights got off to a slow start, but they're the 3-time defending league champs for a reason. Pitch. Curveball down low to Padilla. Nobody on, 2 away. Pippins and Falcons scoreless, bottom 6. Pippins and the Knights will get very familiar pretty soon. They'll be in town Saturday, Sunday, Monday for a 3-game series, and then the Pippins the following weekend will be in Corvallis at beautiful Goss Stadium. I cannot wait for that series. The 1-0. Fastball tails away, 2-0. It'll be a homecoming as well for Greg Fuchs, the only Beaver on the Pippins roster this season. Pippins will have that the second end of their first 6-game road trip of the year, with the first 3 being up in Port Angeles at Civic Field. So, long road trip for the first time this year. There's a change-up away, 3-0. Each of the Pippins' first 2 road trips, Bellingham and Ridgefield, both were pretty easy drives, short trips. This will be the first real long one. 3-0 pitch. Fastball at the knees, strike 1 called to Padilla. Christian looking to get back into the groove of things. It's been a tough go the last couple of games at the plate. Coach McKinney moved him down towards the bottom of the order. See if that changes anything. 3-1. And a swing and a miss at a low fastball, 3-2. Nick Nygaard's been quite good out of the bullpen. Ryan Jamison still throwing for the Pippins down the left field line. Piers McGreasy is going to exit after 6, and unfortunately, he might exit with a no decision after 6 no-hit innings. 3-2. That is down low, ball 4, missed with a changeup. First base runner allowed by Nygaard, and here comes Luke Schwartz, 2 away. Schwartz has walked and lined out today twice in 2 trips to the plate. Lefty versus righty. Schwartz. An open stance, Nygaard at the ready. First pitch. Luke pops this one up to right for Butler, who barely has to move a muscle. Jogs on a few steps, reaches up, and makes the catch. Glove side to end the inning. Pippins strand 1, their 9th man stranded of the night. After 6, no score on the Nathan's Famous Broadcast Network.
Puget Sound native Mike Runyon can fit more in a day than most, which is good, because in addition to being a craft beer pioneer and working parent, he grows his own food, rides BMX, and has even been known to try a chainsaw carving or 2. Mike's defined by his differences. At Heritage Bank, we think differences can build a better bank, too. That together, we're more than a community bank, but rather a community of banks, which means more ideas for his business and yours.
Sure, Drunk You is a pretty cool guy, but he's not exactly what you would call reliable. He's not a maker of great decisions, or, for that matter, even adequate decisions. The point is, you shouldn't trust the version of you that created the macaroni taco to create a plan to get you home safe. Make a plan before you party.
Nothing is sweeter for the warm summer months than a great scoop of Baskin-Robbins ice cream. Your Baskin-Robbins store right here in Yakima on South 1st Street proudly supports Yakima Valley Pippins baseball. Make sure you stop by and grab a cup or cone of your favorite Baskin-Robbins flavor at the South 1st location. And then, next time you're at Yakima County Stadium, try out their awesome baseball medley. Baskin-Robbins ice cream and Pippins baseball will make your summer memorable.
Ryan Jamieson onto the mound for the Pippins to make his season debut here in the 7th. 0-0 to score. Jamieson, a right-hander out of Cal Poly, just joined the team today. 6'2", 180 pounds from Hollister, California. Made 13 appearances for Cal Poly in the spring. A 4.43 ERA, 20 1/3 innings of work, 10 strikeouts, 5 walks. And opponents hit .250 off of the right-hander. Went to San Benito High School in Central California, about 47 miles south of San Jose. Yeah, and he makes his first appearance out of the bullpen, relieving Joe Magrici. What more can you say about Joe? 6 innings, no hits, no runs, 1 walk, 11 strikeouts for the right-hander, who exits due to a pitch count above 80, which is the most he's been stretched out this year. And with the no-hitter still intact, Ryan Jamieson will try and keep it going, but Pippin's going to need some runs no matter what. Middle of the order here for Kelowna in the 7th. Tyler Grissom, Matt Volsky, and Dan Pruitt. And Grissom the first to face Jamieson as home plate umpire Kyle Katz hands something off towards the Pippins dugout. So unfortunately, however, Magrici will take a no decision. One of the toughest luck no decisions it's got to be in the history of this league for sure. 6 no-hit innings, but the Pippins can't get him any offense. And Ryan Jamieson will take over. The right-hander delivers to Tyler Grissom. And that's inside. 1-0. Jamieson with a 1-0 pitch to Grissom, righty on righty. And there's a fastball that misses down and in, 2-0. Right-hander wears number 51, the highest issued number on the Pippins roster this year. Jack Gonzalez, the lefty, starts to toss in the Pippins pen. 2-0. Here's the pitch. Grissom takes a letter-high fastball for a strike, 2-1. So only one base runner today for Kelowna. That's Dan Pruitt, who reached on a 4-pitch walk in the 2nd. Nothing since for the Falcons, and they're still in this game. Jamieson's 2-1. Ground ball right back up the middle and through the legs of Jamieson into center field. And there goes the no-hitter. A leadoff single in the top of the 7th for Tyler Grissom. And the Pippins will have to work with a man on for the first time since the 2nd inning. Feels like foreign territory against Ryan Jamieson. Matt Volsky bats now, 0 for 2 today. Jamieson turns and looks to first, throws over to first, and it nearly pulls Gargas off the bag, but the runner back in safely. Here's Volsky, who has had a tough series at the plate. Nobody in the bullpen for Kelowna. Nick Nygaard's done a nice job out of the pen. He'll keep it going in the bottom of the 7th. Bramwell at third, in on the grass. Bunt shown, and a pitch into dirt ball 1. Jack Gonzalez, who last pitched in Bellingham over the weekend, he's warming up at the bullpen for the Pippins. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Bramwell again in on the grass at third. Volsky shows bunt and gets it down in front of the plate. Scooped up by Jamison. The right-hander sets, goes to first, and the throw gets away from Gargas and into right field. Into the bullpen for the Falcons. They hold Grissom at third. A throwing error from the pitcher, Ryan Jamison, and 2 in scoring position. No out for Kelowna in the top of the 7th. And so a successful sacrifice and then an error allows Volsky to get up to second. And now this is going to be an interesting situation for the Pippins as Ryan Jamison has worked himself into some self-inflicted damage. A hit and an error. And the Pippins will bring the corners in here against Dan Pruitt. Powerful righty, 0 for 1 today with a strikeout and a walk. Jamison delivers. And Pruitt takes a fastball high and tight, ball 1. Grissom off third, Volsky off second. Corners in. 1-0 pitch to Pruitt. There's a soft ground ball back towards the mound and foul as it hit off of Dan's foot. And that is an unlucky break for the Pippins. If that doesn't hit off his foot, if that doesn't hit off of Pruitt's foot, then Jamison has an easy first out and both runners have to hold, but instead the big, powerful righty gets a second opportunity. No score, top of the 7th, 2 on in scoring position. No outs for Kelowna. This has been a game for those who enjoy pitching. Here's the 1-1 slider just down low. That was a good pitch, but he couldn't get the chase from Pruitt. 1-1, the count remains.
What do you mean? I don't sleep, ever. I don't ever sleep. One time I wake up.
Bell tie set. 2-1 pitch. Fouled off to the right, out of play. 2-2 on Pruitt. You know, he's listed, Dan Pruitt is listed at 6'5", 245. He has got to be the leanest 245-pound human being of all time. Hit 7 homers last summer for Kelowna, was a league all-star, second-team all-league pick. 2 this year in his first 30 at-bats as he steps out. Something caught in his eye, it appears, as he's bending over, fighting with maybe some of the dust that tends to blow up late in games here in Yakima, particularly with the wind that we get out here sometimes. 2 in scoring position, nobody out, top of the 7th, no score. Ryan Jamison, the right-hander from Cal Poly. Size, sets, delivers. Ground ball, foul, third base side, 2-2. And it gets right through the hands of 2 Pippins relievers in the bullpen. Come on, guys. They both went down to a knee to try and scoop it. Neither of them got it. 2-2 to Pruitt. Where's number 22? Fittingly. No score, top 7. No outs. Jamison with the pitch. Curveball at the knee, strike 3 called. What a pitch by Ryan Jamison, 1 away. I'm not sure really if that was a curveball or a slider. Doesn't really matter because it had some wicked break. And now James Shimashita, left-handed hitter, will bat. 2 in scoring position, 1 out. And Corey Syracuse, or excuse me, James Bell, a word to Ryan Jamison as Shimashita speaks with his head coach, Ryan Wright. Top of the 7th inning here in Yakima. No score between Kelowna and the Pippins on a day in which several West Coast League teams are lighting up the scoreboard. Victoria, 15-6, they lead Bend. That game is in the bottom of the 4th. The Harbor Cats are having their way. Their starter gave up 6 runs in 3 innings, and they're winning by 9. Set from Jamison. Pitch to Shimashita. Left-hand batter takes down and away. 1-0 on James Shimashita, San Diego native. Strikeout looking at a line out today against McGreasy in 2 trips. Wenatchee leading Port Angeles 7-0, bottom 7. Corvallis 13, Bellingham nothing, bottom of the 5th in Corvallis. 1-0 from Ryan. Righty fires. And there's a high fly ball out to left. Long run to the line for Fuchs. And he can't make the catch, lets that drop in the bullpen. Might not be the worst thing in the world, because there was no way he was getting Grissom from third if he makes that catch. 1-1 now on Shimashita. No score, top 7. Jamison off the first base side of the rubber with Gargas at first, even with the bag. The sunglasses now on as the sun begins its descent here in Yakima. 1-1. Bunt shown, pulls back on a backdoor slider, called strike. 1-2 on Shimashita. And Jamison, a real chance to work himself out of a big jam here. The set and the 1-2 pitch. Left side of the infield in. Breaking ball down and away. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Actually, everybody in the infield came in except for the second baseman, Cobb. And they're going to keep the left side in here with 2 strikes. Parker the shortstop, Bramwell the third baseman. Gargas at first, all right around the edge of the grass. Parker's in on it right now. 2-2 from Jamison. Pitch to Shimashita. Swing and a miss on a curveball or a changeup in the dirt. Strike 3. Great pitch, Ryan Jamison. Back-to-back strikeouts, and he's got a chance to get out of this with no damage done as Brandon Houpe comes to the plate. He has struck out twice in 2 trips. And Brandon Houpe may not come to the plate. They are calling for a pinch hitter. And here comes Tyler Williams. Tyler Williams will pinch hit. The right-handed hitter for Kelowna. One of their best bats who got the night off originally. Now hits here with 2 away and 2 in scoring position. So Williams hits here in the top of the 7th. 2 in scoring position, 2 outs. The big, powerful righty who had 2 hits yesterday. First pitch. Taken down and away, ball 1. Brandon Houpe's night is done after 2 strikeouts and 2 trips to the plate.
Babe Ruth also broke backs.
Here's the 1-0 to Williams. Ground ball, left side of the infield. Bramwell charges, can't make the glove hand flip, the bare hand flip, and a run is in to score. 1-0 Kelowna. On an error at third by Spencer Bramwell. Grissom comes in to score. Volsky to third. And it brings up Cole Cummings now with Kelowna leading, and Marcus McKimmey runs out to the mound to talk to right-hander Ryan Jamison. We'll see what the official scoring is on that, but Bramwell tried to barehand it. Whole infield comes in here for the Pippins. Could not do so. And Kelowna takes a 1-0 lead on what is scored as an infield hit. And they're going to pinch run for Tyler Williams. He does his job, gets a man on, and now Braden Merritt will pinch run for him. So Williams comes out. Braden Merritt pinch runs after what is scored an infield single. And an RBI for Williams. Merritt pinch runs at first. 1-0 Kelowna. Pinch, here's the pitch to Cole Cummings. Taken down and away, apparently, for ball one. 1-0 on Cummings. The Falcons have a 1-0 lead, their first of the game. The pitch. Runners on the corners, 2 outs. Cummings 0 for 2. Takes down low, 2-0. So Grissom scored on that single from Williams. Volsky went to third. And now home plate umpire Kyle Katz calls something out to the Kelowna dugout. 2-0 the count. Jamison. The run to him is unearned. And now time called again. For some reason, something going on here at the plate with Cole Cummings. 1-0 Kelowna, top of the 7th. 2 outs, runners on the corners. Pippins in the bottom of the 7th will have the top of their order. 2-0. Fastball, down low, ball 3. 3-0 on Cummings. Josh Lewis and Tanner Barnes to follow in this inning. Well, the Pippins had a great opportunity today to move back into a tie for first. Slipping away from them here. Runners on the corners, 1-0 the Kelowna lead, 2 outs. Pitch. Fastball at the letters, strike 1. Nice frame job by James Bell. These bottom 4 hitters in the lineup before this inning, 0 for 8 with 8 strikeouts. All against Joe Magrici. 3-1 from Ryan Jamison. Size, sets, delivers. Down and in, ball 4. Bases loaded for Josh Lewis. Jack Gonzalez has ceased throwing in the Pippins bullpen, but as of right now, it appears it will be the right-hander Jamison to face right-handed hitting Josh Lewis, who is apparently hitting left-handed right now. He hit right-handed the first time. Takes a fastball at the knees for a strike. Well, here we go. 0-1 on Lewis. Bases loaded, 2 down. Pippins leads, trail 1-0, top 7. The set and the 0-1 from Ryan Jamison. Backdoor breaking ball at the knees, strike 2. Merritt at second, Volsky at third, Cummings at first. 1-0 Kelowna. Shakes off a sign, Jamison now ready. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And a big strikeout for Ryan Jamison. He gets 3 strikeouts in the inning, but an unearned run across to score. And as we stretch here in Yakima, 1-0 Kelowna on the Nathan's famous broadcast network.
Call this home, that's where I belong, that's where I belong. Call this home, that's where I belong, that's where I belong.
Finding the right home is inspiring. That's why at Banner, we listen, learn, and help you find the home loan that lets you achieve your dreams.
That's where I belong.
Our staff loves baseball, and we know how to match you with the perfect vehicle that fits your baseball lifestyle. We know that you'd rather be getting ready to head to the field or the big game, so we make sure you have the most efficient and stress-free experience as possible. So if you're a baseball fan in the market this month for a newer vehicle, go online or give us a call so that you can set up a time for you to experience our easy and upfront pricing and our hands-on trade-in process that will really ensure you have a great experience and get a great value while shopping with us. Harvest Auto, where we're happy to support you and the activities you love.
Cheese provide attentive customer service and the best brands for all your home improvement project needs. Roy's Ace Hardware in downtown Yakima, Hometown Ace Hardware in Tieton Village in Yakima, and Oak Creek Hardware in Natchez also has fishing, hunting, landscaping, and cleaning equipment. Ace Hardware, hardware supplies and competitive prices.
Pippins down a run for the first time all game. 1-0 Kelowna as we go to the bottom of the 7th. Tanner Parker, Spencer Bramwell, Greg Fuchs. Top of the order, trying to get something going. And who better to ask than Tanner Parker? 2 for 3 today. 7 consecutive multi-hit games. And the left-handed batter hits here to start the 7th against Nick Nygaard, the left-handed pitcher. Lefty versus lefty. Pitch from Nygaard, who has been real good out of the bullpen. 2 scoreless innings. Parker hits a high drive down the right field line. Home run distance, but well foul. Man, even his foul balls are just getting crushed. Seems like nothing can stop Tanner Parker right now. He has been hitting the ball with authority. Pippins down a run, though, in the bottom of the 7th. Left-hander Jack Gonzalez still in the bullpen. Ryan Jamison, an unearned run. He is now on the hook for the loss. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball hit the other way, out of play, foul down the left field line. Braden Merritt takes over in left field for Kelowna. Merritt came on as a pinch runner after Tyler Williams with a pinch hit RBI single to give Kelowna the lead into the top half. Nick Nygaard ahead of Parker 0-2. Here's the pitch from the left-hand pitcher. Swing and a miss. Man, you don't see Tanner Parker fooled like that often. Good breaking ball. Strike out number 4 for Nygaard. 1 away in the 7th. And that's the first strikeout for Parker in a week. Here's Spencer Bramwell, 1 for 3 today. Singled up the middle as last time. 1-0 Kelowna, bottom 7. Bases clear, 1 away. Nygaard still out there dealing. He has been real good tonight. Very efficient. Pitch. Fastball away, 1-0. Pippins with just 3 hits tonight. Bramwell has 1, the other 2. The guy who just struck out, Tanner Parker. Pippins trying all sorts of things offensively, and nothing is really working. 1-0. Fouled off to the right, 1-1. Bunch of new guys being shuffled into this lineup, but with just so many injuries, the depth has not been there. And
I have your brother on my head.
When guys
we are one.
Want rest, it's hard sometimes. 1-1. Ground ball softly to shortstop. Easily. No, it went right through the hands of Josh Lewis. How about that? Oh, man, he had all day for that ground ball. He was waiting on it, and he moved his hands to slowly collect it. And instead, it's an E6. Oh, man. And now Spencer Bramwell at first. Marcus McKimmey runs to ask home plate umpire Kyle Ketz something. That is a break. A break of the ages for the Pippins. Now they got to capitalize. An error on what should have been the easiest 6-3 putout of all time. See what Greg Fuchs can do. 0 for 1 with 2 walks and a strikeout. Lefty on lefty. Nygaard gets some tough luck from his defense. Bramwell held tightly at the bag by Pruitt. Small lead, first pitch. Curveball strike at the knees, 0-1. 1-0 Kelowna. Bottom 7. Tying run at first. Go ahead run at the plate. 0-1 pitch. Fastball down low. 1 ball and 1 strike on Fuchs. Henry Gargas to follow. Another left-handed hitter. Part of the order for the Pippins with quite a few lefties. One and one. The pitch. Slider down and away. 2-1. Greg's walked twice today. Without a hit, though. Two-one pitch. Throw to first, runner back in safely. And Spencer Bramwell, who reached on a gift of an error by the shortstop Josh Lewis on a really slow ground ball. Pitch, down, ball 3. The fastball. (3-1), a look to first. Here's the pitch. Check swing down the third base line. It is foul. 3-2. One nothing Kelowna, bottom 7. Lefty on lefty to Fuchs. Attempting to walk for the 3rd time. The pitch to him. Check swing on a breaking ball in the dirt. Ball 4, he did not go. An appeal down to the base umpire, Brendan Lynch, who affirms that. So now 2 on, 1 out for Henry Gargas. See what the Yakima native can do. Turning to look to second. Here's the pitch. Fastball at the knees, strike 1. Two on, 1 out. 1-0 Kelowna, bottom 7. Gargas with a double play, a pop out, and a walk tonight. Left-hander off of the third base side of the rubber. A look to second and the 0-1 pitch. Curveball for a strike at the letters, 0-2. And the Pippins, again, in danger of stranding a few here. They were gifted a base runner in this inning off of a error by shortstop Josh Lewis. Left-hander Nick Nygaard still pitching really well. Here's the 0-2. Outside fastball, 1-2. James Bell on deck. Right-handed batter without a hit so far in his Pippins career. One, 2. Here's the pitch. Fly ball to center. Shimashita backing up, makes the catch in dead center field and fires towards the cutoff Lewis. They go to third, tag applied, runner safe, so Bramwell gets to third. Fuchs holds it first, 2 away, the tying run 90 feet away for James Bell. Still searching for his first Pippins hit. Gargas hit that one pretty well, but it appears his 6-game hitting streak may come to a close tonight. Quick meeting at the mound between Nygaard and the catcher Tanner Barnes. Here's Bell, who has walked or been hit by a pitch, struck out and grounded out. Runners on the corners, 2 down. 1-0 Kelowna. As a pair of catchers start to head down to the Falcons bullpen. Here's the pitch to Bell. Change up outside, ball 1. Bell ahead in the count, 1-0. Kelowna in the lead, 1-0. Bottom of the 7th, 2 on, 2 out.
Yeah, exactly. But you can just
Here's the 1-0 pitch. Left-hander deals. First to throw to first, and the runner back in safely. 1-0 is the score. One-0 pitch. Fastball down and away. 2-0. The 2-0 pitch to Bell. Flied out of play, foul off to the right. Lefty versus righty. Corners with runners on them. 1-0 Kelowna, bottom 7. Here's the 2-1 pitch to Bell. Fly ball down the right field line. Foul, 2-2. Pippins have left 9 men stranded in the first 6 innings. They've got runners on the corners here with 2 outs and Bell at the plate. Right-hander A.J. Wood is stretching in the Pippins pen, but not throwing, and a right-hander throwing for Kelowna as well. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Fly ball to center. Shimashita backhand to his left. Leisurely jogs over in the gap, reaches up, makes the catch, and the inning is over. Pippins are gifted an error and a walk, strand them both. We go to the 8th. 1-0 Kelowna on the Nathan's famous broadcast network.
What does traveling really cost you? After all the hassles and spendings along the way, how much do you really save? When you fly YKM, you can save on gas, money, sleep, parking fees, stress, and most of all, the one thing you can't get back, your time. Those savings really add up. What's that worth to you? Fly faster. Fly YKM. Visit flyykm.com, where you can connect to over 85 cities. Book your flight today.
Les Schwab is proud to introduce 2 of our best tires ever just in time for summer road trip season. There's our exclusive open range AT that we believe is our quietest, smoothest, and best all-season traction tire ever. Or the Reputation, our exclusive high-mileage premium passenger tire. Get even more road trip ready with our free pre-trip safety check. Stop by or book an appointment today at leschwab.com. Les Schwab Tires. Doing the right thing matters.
Orchard.
Tailgaters Bar and Grill in Selah offers an upscale dining experience in a relaxed atmosphere in downtown Selah. With savory entrees and specialty drinks, Tailgaters provides something for customers of all ages. Cheer on your favorite team in the restaurant while experiencing 1950s charm with a modern twist. Visit Tailgaters Bar and Grill today, located at 110 East 3rd Avenue at Viking Village in Selah. Tailgaters Bar and Grill.
Jack Gonzalez to the mound for the Pippins as we go to the 8th. A 1-0 Kelowna lead. Gonzalez, 4th appearance of the summer, an ERA of 3.37 over 5 1/3 innings of work, 4 strikeouts, 5 walks, opponents hitting 167 off of the funky lefty out of Dixie State. Last pitched on Sunday in Bellingham. Scoreless inning, 2 walks and a strikeout. Lefty versus lefty to start this 8th as Tanner Barnes leads it off, then Austin Butler and Tyler Grissom. Pitch. Fastball on the inside corner for strike 1, 0-1. And it is a funky delivery for Jack Gonzalez, but he keeps hitters off balance, and it really, really works. Shields the ball, turns in the 0-1. And there's a soft ground ball, left side of the infield. Bramwell, the third baseman, charges and can't make the bare hand play. 2 straight innings, Spencer Bramwell has been unable to make a bare hand play at third. Last time it led to a run. This time it leads to the leadoff man, Tanner Barnes, reaching on a really soft ground ball. And that one goes in as an error, the first of the day on Bramwell, second of the day on the Pippins. And back to the top of the order for Austin Butler for Kelowna. 1-0 Falcons. They're trying to add some more here in the 8th. Bramwell even with the bag at third. The runner held at first. Gonzalez with a pitch to Butler. Bunt shown down the first base line. Well foul, 0-1. Two hits today for Kelowna. And they've got a good chance to win this game.
What's next? He's going to split the ball in half?
Lefty on righty. Butler 0 for 3. The right fielder out of Port Coquitlam, British Columbia. There's a bunt right back to the mound. Gonzalez turns, looks to second, throws to first, and they get the out. So the sacrifice works, moves Barnes to second with 1 away for Tyler Grissom. Here's Tyler Grissom, who singled and scored last inning, 1 for 3. Right-handed hitter. Man at second, 1 out. 1-0 Kelowna, top of the 7th, top of the 8th. The defense has been something that has not been one of the Pippins' strengths this year. The pitch. Grissom with a fly ball, out of play, off to the right. Today's their 8th straight game in which they've committed an error. And entering play today, a fielding percentage of .958, 18 errors on the season, 5th worst in the league, but 2 more errors today and now 20 on the season. Kelowna, one of the better defenses, only 14 errors on the year. Curveball down and away, ball 1. Out of town scoreboard. Corvallis 14, Bellingham 2, bottom of the 6th in Corvallis. Wenatchee 7, Port Angeles 2, top of the 9th. Ridgefield 12, Cowlitz 3, bottom 8. Walla Walla 3, Portland 2, top 9. Sweets trying to go to 9-1. Victoria 15, Bend 6. Pitch. Swing and a miss at a high fastball, 1-2. And Grissom smacks himself on the helmet as he walks all the way behind home plate umpire Kyle Katz. 1-2, 1 out. Runner at second for Kelowna. Here in the top of the 8th. And time called.
This is a warning. They don't know how to hold back.
Here's the 1-2 pitch. Curveball wrapped on the ground towards shortstop. Parker waits on it. Now throws on to first in time for the out, and they hold the runner at second, 2 away. Good play by Tanner Parker, the shortstop, ranging to his right. Here's Matt Volsky. The DH bats from the right side, 0 for 2 today with a sacrifice. 1-0 Kelowna, top of the 8th. 2 hits for the Falcons, 3 for the Pippins. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss at an outside fastball, 0-1. Here's the set and the 0-1 from Gonzalez, who's pitched well. The 0-1. Curveball down and away, 1 ball, 1 strike. So Ryan Jamison currently on the hook for the loss, an unearned run in the 7th. Pippins down 1-0. The 1-1 pitch. High and in, 2 balls and a strike. Pippins in the bottom of the 8th will send Owen Cobb, Josh Hahn, Christian Padilla, 6, 7, 8 to the plate. Against what appears to be a new right-hander for Kelowna, Chris Weislabaki. Pitch. Change up down and away, ball 3. Now 3-1 on Volsky, and the one thing Gonzalez has struggled with a little bit is strike throwing. 5 walks in 5 2/3 innings. More walks than strikeouts for the tall lefty. 6'3", 225 out of Dixie State. 2nd year with the Pippins, only returner on the roster this summer. Turning a look to second. 3-1 pitch. Little soft liner out to shallow right center, and that one drops in for a base hit. Runner around third, coming home to score, Tanner Barnes, 2-0 Kelowna. Little bloop RBI single, an unearned run for Jack Gonzalez, and the Falcons double their advantage, 2-0. Brings up Dan Pruitt. So 2 unearned runs for the against the Pippins today. Pippins offense that has shown nothing tonight will need to get 2 runs. His first pitch to Pruitt. High and away, fastball, ball 1, 1-0. Pruitt has punched out twice and walked. Joey McGreasy started this game for the Pippins. No hits over 6 innings, 1 walk, 11 strikeouts. 1-0. High fly ball down the right field line, foul, 1-1. Single game, most strikeouts by a Pippins pitcher is 12, set by Chase Farrell last summer against Port Angeles. So McGreasy not quite at that number, but pretty close. The right-hander was fantastic. 1-1, runner takes off, pitch in the dirt, no throw by Bell. Count 2-1 on a breaking ball. Here's the 2-1. Gonzalez delivers. Curveball down and away, 3-1. Nice frame job there by Bell, trying to turn the ball into a strike. He didn't get the call.
That would have been funny. That would have lasted arms down. Rolls all the way down, keeps going, hits the net.
3-1. High fly ball, left center field, fairly deep. Schwartz over to his right, and he makes the catch, and the inning comes to a close. Unearned run for Kelowna in the 8th. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. The Pippins trail 2-0 on the Nathan's famous broadcast network.
Prosser Memorial Health's Grandview Clinic is now open and accepting new patients. Services include family medicine, women's health, mental health, and after-hours care. The Grandview Clinic is open 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. 7 days a week to best serve you and your loved ones. Walk-ins are welcome, and se habla español. This is how we care.
At Cascade Natural Gas, we help smart businesses cover their bases. Old, new, and in between. No matter the age of your building, they all benefit from energy-efficient choices. Cascade Natural Gas offers a long list of incentives for energy-efficient upgrades. Upgrades that save your business money every day. Become one of the many Cascade business owners benefiting from the quality, comfort, and savings of energy-efficient upgrades. Join Team Energy Efficiency and take advantage of rebates from Cascade Natural Gas.
a totally friendly staff for just $10 a month with absolutely no judgment. We want you to be you for just $10 a month. Come in for a free tour or join online at planetfitness.com. Planet Fitness. Annual membership fee applies. Participating locations only. See club for details.
2-0 Kelowna. We go to the bottom of the 8th here in Yakima. Owen Cobb, Josh Hahn, Christian Padilla to bat in the home half of the 8th inning. Brought to you by Shirtworks, the official provider of apparel for the Yakima Valley Pippins. From practice gear to everyday athletic apparel and silk screening to embroidery, Shirtworks is the go-to vendor for all your sports apparel needs. Give Shirtworks a call at 509-925-3469 or visit them at 100 West University Way in Ellensburg. Owen Cobb, right-handed hitter, the first to bat here in the bottom of the 8th against Nick Nygaard, back out for his 4th full inning of work, and there's a hard line shot towards left. Sliding catch by the left fielder, Merritt, and he robs what could have been extra bases from Owen Cobb on one pitch. And here's Josh Hahn, still searching for his first hit in a Pippins uniform. 0 for 2 today with a walk, a fly out, and a strikeout. Third baseman Cummings even with the bag. Nygaard, the lefty, has been fantastic out of the bullpen. And he delivers. A breaking ball, cut on and miss, strike one. Pippins still haven't been shut out this year. Twice in Bellingham. Went to the later innings the last 2 games with a chance of being shut out, but the Pippins scored late. Both of those games were already pretty much out of hand, though. This is a chance for the Pippins. If they get the shutout off the board, they're in this game. 2-0. Bottom 8, nobody on, 1 out. Delivery. Breaking ball, fisted foul off to the left, and right into the Pippins dugout, 0-2. Christian Padilla on deck. 3 hits today for the Pippins. Parker and Bramwell, the only 2 who have hit. Yakima Valley has drawn 6 walks. But they have left 10 men stranded in 7 innings. 0-2 pitch. Curveball on the outside corner, strike 3 called. 5 strikeouts for Nick Nygaard. 2 away here in the 8th, and Christian Padilla coming to the plate. Got to give it up to Nygaard, who has been stupendous out of the bullpen. 3 2/3, no hits. He entered with 2 on, nobody out in the 5th. Got 2 strikeouts and a pop-up. Here's Padilla, right-handed batter. Takes a breaking ball in the dirt, ball 1. Nygaard, a guy who the results hadn't been great coming in. And here's his 50th pitch of the night. 1-0. Padilla takes, down and away with a fastball, ball 2. 2-0 Kelowna, bottom 8. Nobody on, 2 outs. Pippins 4 outs away from a shutout loss. What a turn of events that would be. Josh Hahn, who just struck out, starting to toss in the Pippins bullpen now. The pitch is taken down low for ball 3, 3-0. And the Pippins were hoping to get him into the game, so they're probably hoping that this inning lasts a little bit longer for a couple of reasons. One of them being give Hahn some time to throw. He could pitch the 9th in a 2-run ball game. 2-0 Kelowna. Bottom of the 8th, nobody on, 2 outs. 3-0. Fastball, low ball 4, and Padilla walks for the 2nd straight plate appearance. Luke Schwartz will bat with 2 down. He is 0 for 2. Marcus McKimmey calls out some signals from the 3rd base dugout. Schwartz hits from the right side, slightly open stance. Outfield straight away. Pitch. Fastball taken at the knees, strike 1. Inning started with a fly out from Owen Cobb. A line drive that could have been extra bases if not for a sliding catch by Braden Merritt. Slight lead off of first for Padilla, held on by Pruitt. Cummings even with the bag at third. The 0-1. Good curveball in the outside corner, strike 2 called. And the Pippins a strike away from their 11th runner stranded of the night. Nygaard ahead in the count 0-2. The set and the pitch. Ground ball back up the middle. Second baseman Grissom to his right. Bobbles, throws to second. The flip not in time. And the Pippins in business in the bottom of the 8th. Infield single for Luke Schwartz. And to the top of the order for who else? Tanner Parker. Schwartz credited with a single. Softly up the middle, his first hit of the day. First hit for the Pippins against Nick Nygaard, so their first since the 5th inning. Lefty on lefty, here's Parker, 2 for 4 today. The Pippins' best hitter this summer. Turning a look to second. Pitch home. Fastball on the outside corner, strike 1. Nick Nygaard doing a really good job as Chris Weislabaki begins to rethrow in the bullpen begins to throw again for Kelowna. They lead 2-0, bottom 8. Turning a look to second, the 0-1 to Parker. Fly ball down the left field line, foul, 0-2. Four hits for the Pippins, 3 hits for Kelowna, 2 errors for the Pippins, 1 error for the Falcons. Bellingham losing 14-2 in Corvallis, so the Pippins come back and win. I'll move into a tie for first place unless Bellingham pulls off the comeback of a lifetime. Walla Walla moves to 9-1 with a 3-2 win tonight. There's a ground ball left side of the infield for the shortstop Lewis. He goes the short way to second in time, and the inning comes to a close. Pippins strand 2, and we go to the 9th. 2-0 Kelowna on the Nathan's Famous Broadcast Network.
Our staff loves baseball, and we know how to match you with the perfect vehicle that fits your baseball lifestyle. We know that you'd rather be getting ready to head to the field or the big game, so we make sure you have the most efficient and stress-free experience as possible. So if you're a baseball fan in the market this month for a newer vehicle, go online or give us a call so that you can set up a time for you to experience our easy and upfront pricing and our hands-on trade-in process that will really ensure you have a great experience and get a great value while shopping with us. Harvest Auto, where we're happy to support you and the activities you love.
Sure, Drunk You is a pretty cool guy, but he's not exactly what you would call reliable. He's not a maker of great decisions, or, for that matter, even adequate decisions. The point is, you shouldn't trust the version of you that created the macaroni taco to create a plan to get you home safe. Make a plan before you party.
He's even been known to try a chainsaw carving or two. Mike's defined by his differences. At Heritage Bank, we think differences can build a better bank, too. That together, we're more than a community bank, but rather a community of banks, which means more ideas for his business and yours.
New pitcher for the Pippins, it's Josh Hahn, who moves from the designated hitter spot to the mound, the left-hander out of Huntington Beach, California. First appearance of the summer for the Southpaw, who was well regarded as a left-handed pitcher. Could have been a draft pick in the MLB draft, but he wanted to go to UCLA. 5-1 with a .72 ERA for Huntington Beach High School in the spring. 37 2/3 innings, 49 strikeouts. Opponents hit 177 off of the Gatorade Player of the Year in the state of California, who was without a hit this season for the Pippins, but now tries to keep this at a 2-run deficit before we go to the bottom of the 9th. 2-0 Kelowna, and they'll send James Shimashita, Braden Merritt, and Cole Cummings to the mound here in the 9th. James Bell trots out to the mound to talk to his future conference foe, UCLA for Hahn, Oregon for Bell. The Oregon Ducks under new leadership, recently former Oregon assistant, now former Purdue head coach Mark Wazakowski decided to return to Eugene. Lefty on lefty, first pitch to Shimashita, a fastball in the upper outside corner for strike 1 from Hahn. Good pitch. Hahn, a 4-pitch mix, fastball, curveball, slider, changeup. The wind in the 0-1, and that fastball skips in the dirt, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Baseball America ranked him the 354th best prospect for the 2019 draft and said most teams preferred him as a left-handed pitcher to a left-handed hitter. The 1-1 pitch. Slider down and away, 2 balls, 1 strike. But Hahn, like a lot of players committed to UCLA, wants to play for the Bruins and will get a chance to do so in school, where he expects to be a two-way player for UCLA. 2-1. Fastball on the outside corner, strike 2 called. Well-spotted pitch to Shimashita, 0 for 3, 2 strikeouts and a line-out today. UCLA, not one of the 8 teams in the College World Series, despite being the #1 overall seed in the tournament. 2-2, flied foul, out of play off to the left. Bruins were taken down by Michigan in the Super Regional that they hosted at Jackie Robinson Stadium. And how about Michigan? The Wolverines off to a 2-0 start in the College World Series into the semifinals. 2-2, breaking ball, down and away, gets to the backstop, 3-2. They're in the driver's seat right now. Mississippi State and Vanderbilt on the other side of the bracket in Omaha, Nebraska. 3-2. Fastball outside, ball 4. He lost him. And the leadoff man on here in the top of the 9th for Kelowna. It brings up Braden Merritt, who entered as a pinch runner back in the 7th. Just the 3rd walk issued today by Pippins pitching. 3 walks to 14 strikeouts. All started with a masterful performance on the mound from Joe McGreasy. Bunt shown by Merritt, and he pushed it foul to the screen. I don't think I've ever seen that before. He tried to push it down the first base line. That was the complete opposite direction from where Merritt wanted that. The left-handed hitter steps back in, takes a couple of practice cuts. Here's the 0-1. Bunt shown and bunted down the third base line. Bramwell dives and can't make the play in foul ground, 0-2. So stays no balls, or moves to no balls, 2 strikes, and now you would imagine the bunt is out of the equation here.
in both kneecaps. Walk it off. You'll be fine. Don't worry. Shot in the head. Walk it off.
0-2. Breaking ball high and in. 1 ball, 2 strikes over the head of Braden Merritt. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Popped foul, out of play, off to the right. Left, I should say. Braden Merritt out of the University of New Mexico. Native of Arizona. 2-0 Kelowna, top 9. Pippins in the bottom of the 9th, set to have 2-3-4. Bramwell, Fuchs, and Gargas. Hahn's 1-2. Fastball down and away, rolls past Bramwell to the backstop, and Shimashita gets up to second on the wild pitch. 2-2 now the count. Nobody out. as a right-hander loosens in the Pippins bullpen. Right-hander Jared Butler, and there's a looping fly ball, shallow right center field, drops in front of Padilla, a base hit. Merritt with a little bloop single, just like last inning for Kelowna. Shimashita gets to third, nobody out for Cole Cummings. Cummings, a left-handed hitter who was without a hit today. Kelowna now even in the hit column with the Pippins. 4 on the day. Pitch. Swing and a miss, strike one. Hard fastball from Hahn. He really reared back for that one. Here's the 0-1. Bunt shown and popped up on the bunt. Playable for Hahn. Bell calls him off and makes the catch down the third base line. What a strange decision to bunt with runners on the corners, nobody out. And it wasn't even a squeeze because there was no movement at third from Shimashita. Weird decision. It does not pay off as he pops out to the catcher. Pippins catch a break. Here's Josh Lewis 0 for 3. 3 strikeouts. And Josh Lewis will not bat. It will be a pinch hitter. Tyler Nixon is the pinch hitter here for Kelowna in the ninth, replacing Lewis. The Yakima Valley Yak enters here in the top of the ninth for Lewis, who is 0 for 3. Against Hahn with runners on the corners, 1 out after a popped-up bunt. Lefty versus righty. Tanner Barnes on deck. Pitch. In the dirt, ball 1. Pippins down 2-0, top of the ninth. Pitch. Fastball just below the knees again, 2-0. And man, Hahn is just nibbling. It's not missing by much at any point, but just a little bit here, a little bit there, and 2-0 the lead. Or 2-0 ahead in the count is Nixon. Here's the pitch. Off to the right, foul. 2-1. A nice catch by a fan.
Foul it over here.
2-1 pitch. And there's a drive out to left center field, fairly well hit. But it dies in the air for Schwartz in right center. Left center, he makes the catch and then fires towards the infield. Cobb cuts it off, but it's a sacrifice fly for Tyler Nixon as Shimashita comes in to score, and it's 3-0 Kelowna here in the ninth. Brings up Tanner Barnes, runner at first, 2 down. Pippins trail 3-0 in the top of the ninth. A run in the 7th, a run in the 8th, and a run in the 9th. For Kelowna. Pitch. Runner takes off. Pitch outside. Bell didn't throw for whatever reason. He was ready to throw. He was out of the crouch, but he didn't even start the throw. 1-0 on Barnes, who's 0 for 3. Turner to look to second, the 1-0. Swing and a miss, strike 1. The 1-1. High fastball, cut on and missed, 1-2. Well, nobody in the bullpen for Kelowna, so it looks like Nick Nygaard will get a chance to close this out and get the win in the bottom of the ninth. They'll face 2-3-4 for the Pippins. The 1-2 from Hahn. Strike 3 called on the outside corner, and that ends the inning. But the Pippins do give up one. We go to the bottom of the ninth. 3-0 Kelowna on the Nathan's Famous Broadcast Network.
Puget Sound native Mike Runyon can fit more in a day than most, which is good, because in addition to being a craft beer pioneer and working parent, he grows his own food, rides BMX, and has even been known to try a chainsaw carving or two. Mike's defined by his differences. At Heritage Bank, we think differences can build a better bank, too. That together, we're more than a community bank, but rather a community of banks, which means more ideas for his business and yours.
Prosser Memorial Health's Grandview Clinic is now open and accepting new patients. Services include family medicine, women's health, mental health, and after-hours care. The Grandview Clinic is open 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. 7 days a week to best serve you and your loved ones. Walk-ins are welcome, and se habla español. This is how we care.
What does traveling really cost you? After all the hassles and spendings along the way, how much do you really save? When you fly YKM, you can save on gas, money, sleep, parking fees, stress, and most of all, the one thing you can't get back, your time. Those savings really add up. What's that worth to you? Fly faster. Fly YKM. Visit flyykm.com, where you can connect to over 85 cities. Book your flight today.
We go to the bottom of the ninth. Pippins trail 3-0 to the Kelowna Falcons, and the left-hander Nick Nygaard still on the mound. He'll face the 2-3-4 part of the Pippins order. Spencer Bramwell, Greg Fuchs, and Henry Gargas. The Pippins trying to avoid their first shutout loss of the summer. Bramwell to lead it off. He is 1 for 4 today. Lefty versus righty. Nygaard back out for his 6th full inning out of the pen. Trying to shut the Pippins down. First pitch to Bramwell. Bunted foul down the first base line. So Bramwell tries to drag to get on, and it does not work. 0-1 the count on Spencer Bramwell. Right-handed batter, stocky. And now ready at the plate. Set in the 0-1. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball on the outside corner for strike 2 called. We'll have the Pippins postgame show presented by Treetop to follow. And we'll chat with Joe McGreasy after his stupendous performance on the mound tonight. 6 innings of no-hit ball. 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Went chasing an outside fastball. Strike 3. The 6th strikeout out of the bullpen for Nygaard. And 1 out in the bottom of the ninth. Pippins down to their final 2 outs. And here's Greg Fuchs. Pitch. Fastball taken down low. 1-0 to Fuchs, the left-handed hitter who has walked 3 times today, 0 for 1 with a strikeout as well. Facing Nygaard here with 1 out in the ninth. The pitch. Breaking ball down and in, 2-0. Tying run in the hole, James Bell. Pippins have not been shut out this season. Set in the 2-0. Fuchs takes on the inside corner for a strike with a fastball, 2-1. So the Pippins won't lose any ground in the division with a loss, with Corvallis atop Bellingham 14-4 in the ninth, but they won't gain any either. They could have moved into a tie for first with a win. 2-1, down and away, 3 balls and a strike, and they still could win, but The offense has not been encouraging tonight. Another final in the West Coast League. Ridgefield 12, Cowlitz 4. The Black Bears dropped to 3-10. Ridgefield improves to 9-4. 3-1 pitch. Lefty delivers to Fuchs, and he takes outside and low. Ball 4. 4 walks today for Greg Fuchs in his second game as a Pippin, and now the tying run will move to the on-deck circle. Henry Gargas to the plate. 0 for 3 tonight. Gargas sits from the left side, has flied out, popped out, hit into a double play, and walked.
Knock it out of the park!
3-0 Kelowna. Bottom of the ninth, 1 on, 1 out. Lefty on lefty. Nygaard trying to close this out. He delivers the pitch. And Gargas takes a breaking ball down and away for ball 1. 1-0 on Henry, and now Nygaard's strike throwing is getting a little spotty. Kelowna a run in the 7th, a run in the 8th, and a run in the 9th. 3-0 their lead. Fuchs leads off of first, held on by Pruitt. Middle infield at double play depth. The ground ball could end this game. Nygaard out of the stretch. Back of his jersey blowing in the wind. Turns in, throws to first. Pruitt was barely even holding Fuchs on. And Greg gets back in, 1-0. Nygaard fires. In tight, ball 2. Missed with a changeup. 2-0. On the left-hand batting, Gargas. Greg Fuchs on first. James Bell on deck. And now a visit to the mound from Tanner Barnes to Nick Nygaard, who's been real good in relief tonight. 4 1/3 innings. 1 hit, 4 walks, 6 Ks. Pippins down 3-0 in the 9th. Henry Gargas trying to extend his hitting streak to 7 games as Chris Weislabaki warming up in the bullpen. The Canadian right-hander. Pruitt now no longer holding Fuchs at first. 2 balls, no strikes. Lefty delivers. Greg takes off, a swing and a miss, and not even bothering to throw down is Barnes. 2-1. So the game-ending double play no longer a possibility as Fuchs steals second. First stolen base of the night for the Pippins. First stolen base of the summer for Greg. 2-1 pitch. Turner to look to second. Nygaard fires. Fly down the left field line, curling foul, and that one lands in lefty's bar, 2-2. So Henry stays alive. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 on, 1 out. The tying run on deck in the bottom of the 9th. Nygaard facing Gargas. Here's the 2-2. Henry lines it into center field. That's a base hit. McKimmey holds Fuchs at third. He couldn't decide whether to hold him or wave him, but he decides to hold him. And now the tying run comes to the plate with 1 out in the 9th. Here's James Bell. And that's 7 straight games with a base hit for Henry Gargas on a single into center. Runners on the corners, 1 out in the bottom of the 9th. James Bell to the plate. 3-0 Kelowna. Nick Nygaard staying in this game, even though a right-hander continues to warm in the bullpen. Bell, then Cobb. Bell looking for that first hit in the Pippins uniform. Here's the set and the pitch. Nygaard delivers. Bell with a ground ball towards shortstop. Lewis scoops, goes to second for one, on to first, and a double play, and the ball game is over. 6-4-3, Lewis to Grissom to Pruitt, and that does it, and the Falcons snap out of a one-game losing streak to take the win here tonight against the Pippins by a final score of 3-0. The Pippins are shut out for the first time in 2019 and fall after the bullpen gives up 3 runs in the final 3 innings. And the Pippins fall on the season to a record of 7-6. Kelowna improves to 3-8. We'll wrap things up with the Pippins postgame show presented by Treetop after this on the Nathan's Famous Broadcast Network.
Our staff loves baseball, and we know how to match you with the perfect vehicle that fits your baseball lifestyle. We know that you'd rather be getting ready to head to the field or the big game, so we make sure you have the most efficient and stress-free experience as possible. So if you're a baseball fan in the market this month for a newer vehicle, go online or give us a call so that you can set up a time for you to experience our easy and upfront pricing and our hands-on trade-in process that will really ensure you have a great experience and get a great value while shopping with us. Harvest Auto, where we're happy to support you and the activities you love. Our staff loves baseball, and we know how to match you with the perfect vehicle that fits your baseball lifestyle. We know that you'd rather be getting ready to head to the field or the big game, so we make sure you have the most efficient and stress-free experience as possible. So if you're a baseball fan in the market this month for a newer vehicle, go online or give us a call so that you can set up a time for you to experience our easy and upfront pricing and our hands-on trade-in process that will really ensure you have a great experience and get a great value while shopping with us. Harvest Auto, where we're happy to support you and the activities you love.
We believe is our quietest, smoothest, and best all-season traction tire ever, or the reputation our exclusive high-mileage premium passenger tire. Get even more road trip ready with our free pre-trip safety check. Stop by or book an appointment today at leschwab.com. Les Schwab Tires. Doing the right thing matters.
Well, for the first time in 2019, the Pippins are held to 0 runs on the scoreboard, a 3-0 win for Kelowna over Yakima Valley to even up this 3-game midweek series at a game apiece. The Pippins fall to 7-6, and the Falcons improve to 3-8. The losing pitcher, tough luck loss for Ryan Jamieson in his Pippins debut, an unearned run in an inning of relief. But the story on the mound was Joe McGreasy. 6 innings, no hits, no runs, 1 walk, 11 strikeouts. He's now got a league-high 27 punch-outs on the year. Gage Wall went 4+ innings for Kelowna. Did not allow a run on 3 hits, 4 walks, and 2 strikeouts. Nick Nygaard earned the win in relief for the Falcons. 5 innings, 2 hits, no earned, 4 walks, 6 punch-outs. Jack Gonzalez also pitched for the Pippins, an inning of relief, allowed an unearned run on a hit, and Josh Hahn, an inning of relief, an earned run on a hit, a walk, and a strikeout. It was a really great performance from Joe McGreasy. Nothing more you can say. He has just been stupendous all year. Unable to pick up the win, though. A tough luck loss. 27 strikeouts for Joe, though, this season in 16 innings, and opponents are hitting less than 100 off of the right-hander. He, however, does not take a decision in today's game. It was 3 runs in the final 3 innings for Kelowna. In the 7th inning, the Falcons kicked off the scoring on a single, then an error, then back-to-back strikeouts, and then Tyler Williams with an infield single off the hand of third baseman Spencer Bramwell to take a 1-0 lead. Then in the 8th, Matt Volsky with an RBI single, and in the 9th, it was a sacrifice fly by Tyler Nixon to take the lead. Offensively for the Pippins, Tanner Parker was 2 for 5, Spencer Bramwell 1 for 5, Greg Fuchs 0 for 1, he walked 4 times, Henry Gargas 1 for 4, James Bell 0 for 4, Owen Cobb 0 for 4, Josh Hahn 0 for 3, Christian Padilla was 0 for 2, Luke Schwartz 1 for 3. As for Kelowna offensively, Austin Butler 0 for 3, Tyler Grissom 1 for 4, Matt Volsky 1 for 3, Dan Pruitt was 0 for 3, James Shimashita 0 for 3, Brandon Hoope 0 for 2, Tyler Williams 1 for 1, Braden Merritt 1 for 1, Cole Cummings 0 for 3, Josh Lewis 0 for 3, Tyler Nixon 0 for 1, and Tanner Barnes was 0 for 4 with a run scored. Elsewhere in the West Coast League, a couple of games have gone final. Bellingham trailing Corvallis 14-4 in the 8th. Ridgefield 12 over Cowlitz 4. They take the win there. Walla Walla opens up their series with Portland with a win, 3-2. Wenatchee 7, Port Angeles 3 in the bottom of the ninth. And Victoria leading Bend 17-7 in the 8th inning. North of the border. In the major leagues, Red Sox and the Twins in the bottom of the 13th inning, tied up at 1. Orioles trail the Athletics 16-2 in the 9th. Mariners trail the Royals 7-0 at home in the 7th inning. Brewers and Padres in the 8th inning in San Diego, 4-1. San Diego with the lead. Dodgers lead the Giants 5-0 in the 7th. Tigers beat the Pirates 5-4. Yankees over the Rays 6-3. Angels top the Blue Jays 3-1. Astros fall to the Reds 4-3. Reds take the series against Houston. Mets 10, Braves 2 in Atlanta. Indians 10, Rangers 3 in Arlington. White Sox beat the Cubs 3-1 on a 2-run broken bat home run by Eloy Jimenez, the former Cubs prospect, in the 9th inning to give the Sox the lead in the battle for Chicago. Marlins 6, Cardinals nothing in St. Louis. Rockies beat the D-backs 8-1 in Arizona. And for the second straight night, the Phillies and the Nationals were postponed. The makeup date for that next game will be in September. That'll pretty much wrap things up here from County Stadium. Tonight's game took 2 hours and 33 minutes and was played in front of an attendance number that was not listed on tonight's box score. Pippins fall 3-0. They fall to 7-6 on the year. Kelowna improves to 3-8. We'll be back at it 6:20 pregame start tomorrow. 6:35 first pitch as the Pippins try and take the series win against the Kelowna Falcons. It'll be the left-hander Marcus Kane on the mound for the out of Gonzaga. For the Falcons, while the Pippins will have lefty Mark Finklenberg to the bump for his 3rd start of the summer. That'll pretty much do it here from County Stadium in Yakima. Appreciate everybody tuning in. This has been Miles Klotz signing off after the Pippins fall here tonight against the Kelowna Falcons by a final score of 3-0. Talk to you tomorrow on the air at 6:20. Everybody enjoy the rest of your Tuesday night.